Thank you, South Kitsap Marching Band.
Next, our captains for today's performance from Graham-Kapowsin. Number 8, Ethan Pletcher. Number 10, Jabez Woods. Number 15, Davion Superales. And number 54, Ethan Hall. And from your South Kitsap Wolves, senior number 65, Brendan Bork. Senior number 72, Dylan Santini. Senior number 16, Nate Erickson. And senior number 3, Mason Elena. And in keeping with our tradition of recognizing SK heroes, today's honorary captains are the SK football assistant coaches: Dustin Booth, Alex Pfeiffer, Mike Johnson, Keith Langhoff, Joe Outhwaite, Frank Moppins, Ben Johnson, Will Gatlin, Kevin Darcy, Jacob Johnson, Drew DeVoe, and Jason Bundy. Head coach's message: I want to thank all of these outstanding men for their service to their community. They love our student athletes and continue to row the boat for SK no matter what storms we face. Let's have a round of applause for these SK heroes.
Welcome everyone to South Kitsap High School in Ed Fisher Field for this Saturday football broadcast. We're coming to you live right here on SKTV, Astound Cable, channel 205, and we're also streaming this game live in high definition on YouTube. You can find the link to the game by going to the high school's homepage, click on the YouTube link, and you can watch the game in HD. There are no fees on our broadcast. Today, the Wolves take on the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles. Hello, everybody. My name's Troy Larson, and I'm joined in the booth today by John Nelson. John, it is a super fantastic fall afternoon here. The leaves are starting to change colors a little bit. I don't think you and I would rather be any other place than watching a high school sporting event, let alone a high school football game.
This is amazing, Troy. I mean, the kids are ready to go. The adrenaline's high. It's kickoff time. Let's get this done. I'm ready.
And it's a special day. It's the last home game for the South Kitsap Wolves, and it was senior day, and we'll be talking about them throughout the broadcast today. And looks like the Wolves are ready to receive the opening kickoff, and the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles will be going from, or the Wolves will be going from the south to the north as we're looking at the game, John. Here we go.
Number 60, Colby White Gibson's kicking off.
It's going to be fielded about the 2-yard line.
Jordan Lee, outstanding player.
Nice run, Jordan. Makes it all the way out to the 20-yard line, and out come the South Kitsap Wolves. And boy, kudos. There were so many people introduced prior to the game for senior day, and if anybody deserves a medal, it's this class of seniors. They've had a couple challenges over the last couple years, John.
Yeah, high school has not been the same for these kids, and they have rose to the occasion.
They deserve a medal. And their parents and their support staff, too, in the community as well. It takes a village sometimes. All right. Wolves are ready to snap the ball first and 10 on there. It looks like right on the 20-yard line. Got a single back, a couple split out wide receivers. Taking the ball under center. Quick trap up the middle. Graham-Kapowsin is there up for the challenge.
So Brody Mailing carried the ball on that.
So John, yeah, lots of, and just fantastic to see tons of support here today, both from the Graham-Kapowsin side and the South Kitsap Wolves side. There's at least, closest guess, 200 cheer squad down on the
absolutely, it's probably more than that.
including the cheer apprentice, it looks like in the stadium today.
The budding cheers,
right.
cheerleaders.
Second and 10 here, to almost no gain on the first down play. South Kitsap's up to the ball, still taking the snap underneath the center. Quick pitch out to the left, nice block on the edge, and Jordan Lee's off to the races. Looks like he might just be short of the first down.
We'll see where they mark it. He's going to be close.
But excellent block on the edge there, John, by the wide receiver core for South Kitsap.
They
Did a
got the
great
hole
job.
open. He got to the outside and did what he could.
First down
Looks like they gave it
Wolves.
to him, yeah.
So more importantly, nice block on the edge, number 83 for the Wolves. But more importantly, didn't hold. Just a great block on the edge. Just had to get in his way. Not do anything special. All right, 1st and 10 for the Wolves on the 30. Again, taking the ball from under center. Motion to the right. Quick trap.
Jordan back up the middle.
Yeah. Boy,
he found a guy, number 50.
Anthony Taulawa.
Yeah,
Tualawa.
he stood him up and lost a yard, it looks like.
Right. He's a very stout kid in there in the middle for Graham-Kapowsin. So here we go again. It looks like they maybe have lost a yard there. So we are 2nd and 11. Ball's on the South Kitsap's 29-yard line. And again, the Wolves are sticking with the concept of taking the ball directly from under the center. When Mack motion again to the right, fake pitch, rolling out. Got to scramble to get out of a little bit of trouble. Oh, and down he goes.
Mason's down, yep.
Mason's
number
down.
45,
Just need a
Levy
little
Turner.
Just need a little bit more time there. Nice effort to try to get away, but now the Wolves are going to be looking at third
About 21.
and about 21 on their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, Mason didn't have much of a chance there to even get the ball off.
Nope. So here we go. Again, splitting receivers out wide to the left, out to the right. Ryder Brader out right, and Brady out to the right-hand side, really wide right. Sticking with underneath the centers. Quarterback, deep dropbacks, got time. Scrambling around, moving out to the right. Still has time, got to get rid of it though. So nobody open, so we'll just call that a coverage sat. Looks like there was a lot of Eagles in defense there, John.
Yeah, double coverage on just about every receiver that was out there for the Wolves.
So it looks like the Wolves are going to move to sometimes a very underrated play in football called the punt, John. It is a play.
It's going to be number 13, Kieran Snyder.
And it's okay to punt the ball once in a while.
A little bit of pressure on him. He's back close to the goal line.
Yep. He'll be receiving the ball standing on his own 5-yard line. Let's not forget that this is, got to have a positive snap here, good protection, and a good kick. Looks like the Eagles have just one person back to receive the punt.
And that's number 10, Jabez Woods.
All right. The snap. Oh, and a whistle on the play.
Flag.
I think that is our first
Is it too much time? Is that what he's saying?
delay
of game.
Delay game. That's our first penalty of the game, non-contact penalty. So
moving back another 5.
More of a mental penalty than a physical penalty on that one. So back 5. So if my math serves me correctly, we're going to be punting this one from the goal line at this point. Let's get a good boot on this one, young man.
Lots of leg, lots of foot.
Here we go. Here's snap. Good snap. And kicks off. Looks like it's going to get a little bit of a side kick. And he gets a Wolves roll.
Great, about 10, 15 yards of roll.
Get the Wolves roll out to about the 43-yard line. So Graham-Kapowsin Eagles will be taking over the ball on the South Kitsap side of the field, though. Looks like about the 42 or 43-yard line, John, there's 9:22 left in the first quarter, and we'll see what Graham-Kapowsin comes out with.
Get the Wolves defense stout, keep them here, get good field position, hopefully.
Looks like they have got a couple plays rehearsed. The Eagles, they do not huddle. They come right off of the sidelines and in the shotgun form. Quick fake out to the left. Quick well defended by the Paco Wolves.
Number 52, Jaden Pidiotua.
Nice play. Were not fooled there, and that was looks like the Eagles are trying to run a little bit of a hurry up. Nope, they're going to go back and huddle.
No, he stood his ground, stayed in his position, and turned the play exactly where it needed to go. Great play on defense.
Very well defended, and we now have 2nd and 9. Again, on about the Wolves' 42-yard line coming in. Looks like we have single coverage on the outside by the Wolves. There's a lot of room out here for Dominic to guard up on the Eagle. Drop back. Scrambling out to his right, pressured, throw down the middle. Wow,
Oh,
good
great
defense. Wow.
Number 15, Bowden Harvey, all over him, knocked the ball down,
So-
did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Amen. And Bowden not only great at the point of contact of the ball, but also Bowden in great position at the time of it. So
Yeah, that's exactly what the coaches want to see from a defensive back. It looks like we've got somebody down, Troy.
Yeah, looks like we got somebody down, and thankfully South Kitsap's got
I want to say it's number 72. Is that Dylan Santini?
has a great staff on hand here, and none of us like to see any injuries. So he'll be in very well kept hands on the field, and let's see where we go from here. But anyway, John, back to senior day here. It was fun. You and I were here for pregame for a little bit and watched
A lot of celebration. Not
only did they recognize the seniors from the football team, they also recognized the seniors from the band, and they recognized the seniors from the cheer squad, and they also recognized the seniors from the dance team.
So just about half the school.
So yeah, and God bless them, right? So a lot of participation out here, and a lot of people that deserve a lot of credit.
Well, I think it shows a well-run high school that the kids want to be involved in that many after-school activities.
Looks like we may have
It is number 72,
Yep.
Dylan Santini, being helped off the field.
It's one of our captains today, I believe.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's got a bad wheel there.
Yeah, an ankle or a knee, maybe.
So thankfully, it doesn't look like it's anything more serious than a twisted ankle, twisted knee. But that's just from my vantage viewpoint up here. So looks like he's able to get off with a little bit of help, and
He's putting weight on it.
Yeah,
he's
he's giving a nod.
nodding to the team.
all great signs.
Yeah.
And you can see both medical staff and student staff there. Everybody getting in on the action to give him the best support he has.
Like you
All
said,
right.
we'll hope it's just a sprain.
So it's 3rd and 9. Wolves tough up. Again, another quick pass out
Quick
for the
out.
Graham-Kapowsin Eagles, and an excellent stop.
Oh, and it may be a block in the back.
Blocking it back. I'm not sure it was a face mask. So it was blocked. Again, very well defended, John,
Absolutely.
by the Wolves.
Couldn't have been better.
The
The refs are going to talk about it. And actually, we've got a holding. It's like a holding call on the offense.
holding call on the edge when we noticed the
The block in the back was a hold.
correct.
Which most of the time, it can be one or the other.
So I'm going to be interested to see if they choose to take this or decline it and force a 4th down. See what Coach Dan Erickson decides. He knows his team better than we do for sure. So see what his options are here. But more importantly, very, very well defended actually on all 3 plays by the Wolves defense there. 2 stops on quick passes and a very well defended long pass play attempt.
Yeah, no, they've absolutely been up to the task, and even some of the trickery that Graham-Kapowsin has tried, they really haven't bid on anything. They
Nope.
stood their ground and made their plays, and it just shows a well-coached defense.
I'm not going to lie. The first play that the Eagles ran, I was faked out a little bit, John. I was so good on the kids.
Thank goodness the cameras know what they're doing. The camera guys know what they're doing.
Good thing. Got motion out to the left and a quick pitch to them again.
My
just
goodness.
super well defended.
Phenomenal hit. That 30, number 32?
Cypress.
Yeah.
Ow. Sorry, I'm working on my
On your Hawaiian?
island names. Yes, I do have a daughter that lives there, so she corrects me a lot.
Yeah, that's okay. They do that whether they live there or not.
Yeah. But either way,
It's a great play.
That was a great
and that's
play.
going to force a punt.
super good form tackle. John broke down and hit him square, and just just excellent form.
So who do we have back? Looks like Jordan Lee.
So Graham-Kapowsin will be punting the ball from their own 35. Ah, nice kick.
Very nice
huh?
punt. Yep.
Got down. We're going to let it drop. And it looks like that ball is going to go out of bounds at the South Kitsap 21-yard line, where the Wolves will take over on their 2nd possession of the game. There's 7:19 left in the first quarter, and thanks to both teams for keeping this ball game right in front of you and
Yeah,
I,
no
John.
kidding.
Both
We
of
don't
us.
have to get the binoculars out yet.
We are all squared up to the best viewing experience possible from up here in the booth. But
That was a great changeover for South Kitsap.
with net plus
Considering
20
that
yards,
they could have
right?
easily have been inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great call, John. And it was actually a really good punt by Graham-Kapowsin.
was.
So, yes. Excellent head. Quick hit right up the middle to Jordan Lee. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Tried to run that ball off tackle, and just stout defense by the Eagles up the middle.
You got some big kids up there on the front line. It's going to be tough to move them out of the way.
Yep. Wolves are going to regroup. They are huddling up. Looks like they have going to stick with their game plan. Under center, single back, 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Pretty tight formation by the Wolves on 2nd and 12. Motion right. Fake to the
Mason's
pitch. Oh, wide open.
Wide
nice
open,
pass.
wide open.
Nice play design.
Number 15, Bowden Harvey.
Boy, John, that was a really well-designed play.
There's nobody within 5 yards of him.
Nope. And
Looks like you got the first down, too.
and Mason.
Oh, maybe not. I stand corrected. You only got about 6 or 7 yards out of that.
Yeah, it was on the far side from us, but still a great play. And Mason kept his composure, made a nice little play out there to the right. So
Something tells me they're going to come back to that.
fantastic play design. So now we have 3rd down and a long 4, maybe it looks like, John. 6:37 left in the first quarter. All the Wolves are lining up tight. Motion to the left this time. Quick pitch out to the left. He's got good blocking on the outside, Jordan Lee. Oh, runs out of room.
Ran past his blocking a little bit there. The play was setting up. He needed to have a little more patience.
Runs out of room, and now it looks like...
Got a lot of football to go.
Yes. The referee will mark the ball on the left hash, and the Wolves punt team will be coming in. Wolves will be punting from their own 23. Again, the Eagles of Graham-Kapowsin send a single receiver back to receive.
I think that's Jabez Woods again, number 10.
Yep. Let's get a good snap here. Good blocking, good snap. Punter's got it. All right, it's kind of a similar
a
type
of
of
squibber
kick.
off to the right. Got lots of
Yeah.
height. Uh-oh. Get on that. There we go.
It looks like Graham-Kapowsin will, it's like 20-some yard punt. Graham-Kapowsin will take over on approximately the Wolves' 40-yard line, kind of like where we started the last drive.
We're starting to see the same thing over and over again. That's great, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the offense is just kind of testing a few things, see what they can and can't do, and that's kind of the way it always starts out. The defense first series was outstanding, so.
Really were. So
Yeah.
Graham-Kapowsin sticks to similar format, comes right out of the break, right up to the ball. They do not huddle on first down.
Man-to-man single coverage on those outside receivers.
And John, if there's nothing like 200 cheerleaders cheering you on down there in dance team and apprentice, you know what to do. So play up the middle. Strong run. Looks like maybe a long 3 or a short 4 yards. Straight up the middle for Graham-Kapowsin.
Number 32, looks like.
32 on the play.
Josh Massey.
And 32 on Cypress on the tackle as well.
He's just a sophomore, too. He's going to be a good player for them for a couple more years.
32, 64. Graham-Kapowsin's coming up. And it looks like it's second and 6,
Yeah,
long
6 or 7.
5.
Yeah.
They have 2 split out to their right-hand side this time. Looks like the Wolves are going out to man coverage, locked up on them. Drop back, looking back left. Nice little out pass. He breaks the tackle. He goes into the end zone for Graham-Kapowsin. So just a simple little out pass. It was well timed by the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles.
That's Jabez Woods. He's one of the stars for Graham-Kapowsin. Obviously a very good athlete, very, very quick. He's able to avoid the first hit and beat everybody to the end zone.
Yep, made one really quick move. Well, first of all, as you and I know, you got to catch the ball. So
True,
he made a very good catch.
Very important.
Once he caught it, quick turn, sturdy leg, sturdy body, broke a tackle on his way into the end zone. So here we go. Looks like they're choosing to kick the extra point. And the spot's down, the kick is up, and it's good. So with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first period, Graham-Kapowsin gets on the board, and it is 7-0. And South Kitsap will be receiving the ball.
Yeah, my guess is after learning and seeing that happen, they're obviously going to have to keep an eye on Jabez Woods. That's one of the superstars that Graham-Kapowsin has, one of the team leaders. So that's good. They learn things from this. I don't think one touchdown is going to win this game. So,
nope. Both teams have had some success scoring this year in their previous games. So,
and the run game seems to have been shut down to some degree by SK. So they got to go to the air. That gives us opportunities, gives the SK defense opportunities as well. So.
Right, and both defenses, John, up until this point, with 4:50 left in the first quarter, have been playing pretty well. There was one play that Graham-Kapowsin executed really well. They got away, but other than that, both defenses have been given the, been pretty stout. So here we go. Ball's lined up at the 40. Again, kicking from the north back towards the south.
Number 60 again, Colby White-Gibson. Great kick, but he kicked it out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it.
Just a bit outside.
And there's the flag.
So
give him a couple more yards.
I think in high school football they'll trot this out to the
35.
35 maybe.
Looks like it.
I'm going to watch the people who actually have the ball and see where they're going to place it down. Then I'll tell you where they're going to be.
Black and white stripes.
There you go. So we are correct. So, boy, Wolves get a break there, actually. So
great field position.
Great field position, and they're going to start their third possession here on their own 35-yard line. Lining up under center. Again,
Mason Elena. He's a senior.
Single backfield. Looks like we'll probably have some motion again.
That's Jordan Lee in motion.
Motion to the left. Got a little tripped up. Nice play, though, out to Jordan.
Got a little bit of space.
Nice play. Nice, tough running, Jordan.
Picked up a good 5 yards on that. That's after contact. 5 yards after contact. That's a big deal to the NFL nowadays. So
great job. Yak, I believe they call that. Yeah. Yards after contact.
Exactly.
So great tough running, John. And actually, Mason looked like he caught his foot under there when he's initially stepping out. So
yeah, there was definitely a trip.
Great job and show of athleticism by him to.
He's a big kid too. Good to see that he's got that kind of
positive composure
dexterity.
And made a nice little easy catchable ball out there to Jordan. Here's a quick hitter right up the middle.
Dive, number 23.
Yeah, I think
that Brody Mailing.
That play was designed to get him just a couple more yards closer to the first down, right, John? So, all right, we got a big down here for the Wolves. 3:50 left in the first quarter. It's third down and either a long 3, short 4, 3 or 4 yards.
Yep.
Got split way out on the short side to the left, split way out to the right.
Single coverage.
Motion to the right, quick pitch. Looks like he's got some room, John. That's going to be a first down for the Wolves.
That's going to be a first down. Bowden Harvey.
Great job.
And once again, yards after contact. Got picked up a couple of yards after getting hit the first time.
Excellent.
Shows a lot of heart.
And excellent blocking out on the edge, too. So fantastic. I believe the Wolves had that first down before contact was made on him. So great blocking great blocking up front and great blocking out on the edge. So we got 1st and 10. Wolves are on their own 46-yard line.
Doing a very good job of mixing up the plays, too.
Yep. This is the furthest they've penetrated into Eagles territory up until this point. Under center. Quick sweep out to the right. He's got some running room.
He's got some room.
Again, very hard running. Looks like a strong gain of 8 yards out to the right-hand side.
Number 15, Bowden Harvey again.
So again, excellent blocking, great onto the edge. Nothing fancy about that play, John. It was a quick hitter and got on the edge as quick as they could. And
tackles are doing their jobs.
Off they went. Coming up to 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Wolves, it's 2nd and 1. Let's see if they try something a little aggressive here, John.
It's the right time to do it.
Yeah. 2nd and 1. I'm not saying waste a play. I'm saying just try something. Maybe you never know.
Got to poke the defense every now and then, see what you can get away with.
See if they have something up their sleeve. See if Coach Erickson's got something up his sleeve. Nope. Go for the
give
quick
it to the big
hitter.
guy.
Yeah. Oh, there is a flag on the play. And that came
Maybe
from
a face mask.
maybe that came from the
late hit?
line.
Yeah,
The umpire, I think, who's right in the middle
right
of
in
the
the middle
field.
of things.
So it's either, not sure, it's either going to be a holding or a face mask or.
Well, everybody was pointing at each other, so that didn't help.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, I am the brother of a couple linemen. They have never held in their
Never in their
lives.
lives.
Ever, 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 according to them.
Just ask them.
So it looks like there's a
yeah.
holding call
Yep, it's against the
on the Wolves.
SK.
So this is going to be a bit of a setback where it was 2nd and 2, and now they're going to be looking at 2nd and 7, it looks like.
I think it's going to be more than that. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty.
Going to be 2nd and 12.
12.
Yeah.
2nd 12. Well, setback. I think Wolves have had just a couple penalties. One was, I don't think I think the Eagles are unscathed at this point.
Unscathed.
Unscathed.
But that, I'm sure that won't stay the same either.
No.
Unfortunately, at this level, these kids get a little bit of adrenaline going. It's hard not to
All right, 2nd 12.
do the wrong thing.
Same formation, split out to the left. Looks like we might have some motion in one direction. No motion this time. Quarterback Bouleg out to the left.
Oh,
he's got some.
and he had a man open. Ball's
Sorry.
deflected by, is that number 7?
Yep.
Garrett Ott.
Garrett Ott, nice
Graham-Kapowsin.
defensive play. So Garrett probably didn't expect him to come rolling out that way, but good on Garrett. He stuck playing, played hard.
Well, I'll
for the
tell you, I
Eagles,
like that play design too. I think you're going to see that happen again as well. The man was open, the receiver was open, quarterback had time to throw, so.
A rare incomplete pass in this game so far. So minute 39 is going along pretty quick here, John.
It is. And here we go again. Under center, ready to go.
Under center, ready to go. Clap of the hands. May or may not be signaling a change. Back, rolls out, looks to the left, got him over. Oh, over the middle.
Yeah,
Another
I think he led Jordan Lee by a little too much.
incomplete pass. And that will bring us to 4th and 12. Unfortunate after a really good start to the drive there, John. They just got a setback by the holding penalty. It gave them a little bit of a hiccup. One way or the other, one way or the other, the South Kitsap Wolves are getting some net yardage down the field.
They've definitely been able to move the ball.
Yes,
they've caused a couple problems themselves, and it's early. They're
Yeah.
excited.
Yep.
Once they get settled a little bit.
So here we go.
The good news is they're showing they can play with Graham-Kapowsin.
Yep. Oh, good job punting. A little high of a snap.
Oh,
that's
much
a much
better
better
punt.
kick.
Much
yeah,
better.
That's
Gonna
going
get
to
a good
roll
bounce.
too. All the way down to the 17,
Yeah, that's
18
a great
line.
punt.
So, John, that punt had a little bit different trajectory to it.
Better foot, a little more foot.
Yeah, much flatter. Looks like he caught it a little more solid, but that was an excellent punt.
Yeah, almost 30 yards.
Yep. Graham-Kapowsin's going to take over the ball on their own for the first time in the game. They're starting in their own half of the field. With a minute 23 to go, it looks like they're on the 22, 23-yard line. Staying true to form, right out of the sidelines and right up to the ball.
That's their quarterback, Davian Superales.
Again, split way out to the right, a couple players. Quick pitch out. Oh, nice hustle by the Wolves.
Yeah, great team tackling. There's 4 or 5 red shirts there.
Yep.
To bring him down.
And James Penatasui had great containment and turned that play back inside where all his friends are coming from,
exactly.
right?
And we're talking only about a short little 2-yard gain, which could have been worse.
Yeah.
It was set up well, and the defense reacted incredibly well.
Very good defensive play.
Yeah.
2nd and 8, 50 seconds to go.
So we've got 3 split out to the left now.
Waiting for the signal. Clap of the hands.
He's going to throw again.
Looking only to the right. Oh, came back in the middle.
In and out of the hands of Jabez Woods.
Jabez. So, like we had talked about on his touchdown, it's hard and it happens at little league level, high school level, pro level. Got to catch the ball first, John. Got to catch the ball.
That does seem to be the most important part of the play.
So I bet you if you asked him if we had an opportunity, he would say he should have caught that one, and he wants another opportunity. But
Being
Can't catch 'em all.
Jabez Woods, my guess is he's going to get a few.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
definitely one of their go-to guys.
Yes, sir. All right, 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Eagles, it's 3rd down and 8. The Wolves defense, again, have
Really met the challenge.
had one breakdown, but other than that, have played
Well,
really good, John.
Play
Back to
action,
pass.
going deep.
Damn, going deep. Got a man open.
And he was wide open. That's.
Just
I think we missed a coverage there, maybe.
coverage just a little delayed, but nice tackle once he did receive the
Yeah,
ball.
great tackle by number 9, Dominic Roebuck.
Yeah.
Drove him right to the ground.
Nice throw cross field, too. That's not an easy throw for any level. So it was on the right hash mark, threw it all the way across the field. We're coming down. I don't know if we'll get another playoff here in the first quarter. They're down to 15 seconds. See what happens.
I'll tell you, Davian, their quarterback,
Coming up.
he looks like a little guy, but he's got a pretty good arm for his size.
Don't know if they're going to get this playoff or not. They do. Quick pass, quick roll out to the right. It's got some blockers out there.
That's Jabez Woods.
Oh, there's a flag.
I think we're going to have, I think we may have another block in the back or hold.
So we'll see where we're going here before we get to see if we're going to make sure we're going to the second quarter or not. It certainly looked like the place of a holding, John.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's
it's
usually, that's what it is.
holding on the Eagles.
Which is great. That negated about a 10, 12-yard gain by Graham-Kapowsin.
So I think they're going to have to figure some things out here where it is and flip the field.
The official's going to have to do some math.
As we looks like we're off the second. Okay, before we get to the second quarter, our video crew tracked down some of the senior players of the Wolves and asked what they are planning to do after South Kitsap.
I'm Dominic Roebuck. I plan on going to college.
I'm Nathan Erickson. I plan on attending the United States Air Force Academy.
My name is Ethan Duarte, and I'm planning on going to Arizona State.
I'm Elijah Torres, and I'm looking forward to graduate.
I'm Ryan Brader, and I plan on going to a four-year university.
I'm Alex Burgess, and I plan on going to WSU.
My name is Mason Elena, and I plan on going to Central Washington University.
I'm Brendan Burke, and I plan on going and playing college football. Hi, my name is Riley Smith, and I plan on joining the apprenticeship program for the shipyard.
Hi, my name is Jaden Bersheim, and I plan on joining the apprenticeship program at the shipyard.
My name is Damon Wheaton, and I plan on going to play college football.
Hi, my name is Dylan Santini, and I plan on going to the University of Washington.
I'm Nathan Schammel, and I plan on going to trade school.
Hi, I'm Rob Amador, and I plan to go to Fashion Institute of Technology.
All right. Welcome back. I hope everybody enjoyed all those SK plans, a little ad-lib. Great work by the kids in the video production class up here at South Kitsap High School.
They got their act together, don't they?
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
fun,
it's really
right?
something.
Yeah.
I mean,
great to see.
They could probably give a few pointers to some of the NFL games I've watched recently.
Super hard work. That's fun to see. So, John, we're coming into the second quarter. Here's 12 minutes left. Looks like they've got the penalty figured out from. Although I'm not sure Graham-Kapowsin and Coach Jeff Logan think they do.
They're not happy, that's for sure.
So I think they're just going crossing some T's and dotting some I's over there.
Got the calculators out.
Making sure that they're all
in line with one another. It also looks like
Graham-Kapowsin's
gone new quarterback, number 17, Caleb Braithwaite.
Got large split out to the left. Here we go. Start of quarter number 2. Quick handoff right up the middle. Nope, keeper around the inside. Oh, stiff arm and out of bounds.
And I stand corrected. This wasn't a new quarterback. It was a new setback. Number 17.
So it looks like maybe a gain of 5 there, John, on the quarterback keeper.
Yep.
Maybe not. Maybe it looks like not as much as I thought. These are new glasses too, John.
It was 1st and 15. So so they got it 6, 7 yards maybe. Yeah.
All right. So it's second down.
Is that a timeout?
Yes, it looks like there's timeout on the field. So, yeah, great work by the.
You know what I think happened? I think
that was the last play of the quarter.
Graham-Kapowsin complained about the clock having not run out. He wanted to run another play.
Oh,
so now we're at the quarter break.
Because we should have flipped directions, right?
Yeah. I was just watching them go through their.
Well,
their process, and I was kind of questioning what they were doing, but
well, look at us.
We didn't know what they were doing.
Well, look at us. We got bonus coverage here today. We got one extra play when we thought we were in the second quarter. So that's all right.
It also made it easier for the refs to figure out the flip as to where the ball should be placed.
Yeah, because literally it's from one side of the 50-yard line to the other side of the 50-yard line.
By a yard.
John, you and I might be able to figure that one out.
Maybe.
It would take both of us.
Yeah, probably.
But we could have figured out this
Might
spot.
have to take my shoes off to use my toes.
Boy, you do not see that very often, do you, at the change of play on the quarter?
That's odd that they cared about 0.2 of a second to run another play.
I was going to say, I thought they switched directions, but, I don't want to mess up the broadcast too bad. So it makes more sense to me now that they're heading to. So now Graham-Kapowsin.
The fans are probably out there going, what in the world are they talking about?
Quick handoff up the middle.
Big.
Nice move out to the outside.
Number 2.
Number 2 stiff arm.
It's Jalen Davenport.
Boy, it looks like it's a nice 10-yard gain.
Yeah.
Too. So nice
he
run
moves
by
pretty
Jalen.
good for his size. He's a big kid.
Yeah, you got to really press making him run lateral instead of vertical, right?
Yeah, and he got the needed yardage for a first down.
And he's out of the game, so off to the sidelines.
Tired. He did a lot of east-west running to get a couple of yards on that one.
So here we go. First down and 10, Graham-Kapowsin Eagles on the South Kitsap Wolves 40-yard line. Got some split way out to the right, receiving the snap, back to throw, quick pass.
Quick pass out.
Oh, maybe just hurried that just a touch, John, just a touch. It was open, but it's a quick hitter, and it comes to stop the play, and lo and behold, only 15 seconds have gone off in this really long second quarter so far, John.
Yeah, it feels like it should be halftime already.
I know. Oh, well. It's all good.
Yeah, that was just a timing pattern, and the timing wasn't quite there, which is good for the Eagles. Or I'm sorry, good for the Wolves.
All right, second and 10. Again, same formation for Graham-Kapowsin Eagles. Out of the shotgun. Quick signals, looks to the right, quick pass. Nice catch, actually.
By number 11,
Wolves
Christian Norris.
Wolves are ripping at the ball.
Looks like he may have a first down.
Pass complete to Christian Norris. Down by a whole pack of Wolves.
So that's a very well thrown ball by Eagles quarterback Davion. So right on the money, really quick release, John, and on target, and probably to the Eagles a timing play as well. So
absolutely
well executed.
Shows that they practice a lot. Quarterback and wide receivers get their act together.
Got two split out to the left here. One snap, and they decide to go straight up the middle. Nice play by South Kitsap linebacker Riley Smith, number 52, clogging it up right in the middle.
And number 32, Josh Massey for Graham-Kapowsin. Looks like he was held to no gain.
No gain. So the ball remains.
Wolves are doing a great job on the run game, boy. Yep. They've really stuffed him at the line.
Ball remains on the right hash, on the 30-yard line for Graham-Kapowsin, on the Eagles 30, heading into the end zone. Here we go. Snap out of the shotgun again. Fake up the middle. Rolling out right. The Wolves got him under control. Oh, that was great pressure by
great defensive pressure
by
the line
by Josiah. Josiah, South Kitsap.
Aswaiga.
I believe, if my stats are correct, that is a sophomore that you're looking at there, John.
Going to be around for a while. You got to like that.
So great play, great pressure, nowhere to go for the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles. All right, now we're facing a 3rd and 10. Big third down for the Wolves, John.
4 receivers out.
4 receivers out, 3 out to the left.
See if we can get some pressure on the quarterback. No extra line.
Quarterback's in drop back.
Oh, here we go.
Right up the. Fumble. Wolves recover.
And number 44.
14. The Wolves recover and run the ball back out to the 32-yard line.
That was something. The receiver made the catch and then lost it, transferring it to his other hand as he tried to move upfield.
So here we go with the replay. Got it in, makes a football move, gets up, pops. Number 4.
Looks like number 44.
Sorry.
Daniel Welch.
Daniel Welch, great play.
Absolutely. Heads up.
that thing's so important they named the game after it, right? So you gotta keep hold of that football there,
Man.
John. So wow, another great defensive stand by the Wolves, and the Wolves take over. First down on the 34, 33-yard line with 10:20 to go till halftime. It's still Graham-Kapowsin 7, the Wolves
Mason
0.
Elena under center.
Another quick hitter. He's got the edge. Oh, boy, that closed up in a hurry, but
It was Bowden Harvey again. I don't think he got a yard. It looked good. It started out really good. There was a couple of holes, and got to give Graham-Kapowsin defense a little bit of credit there. They filled it up pretty fast.
So Jalen Davenport from the Eagles also looks like he's their middle linebacker, John.
Yep.
So that's probably why he doesn't run the ball a whole lot.
Yeah,
so he's right in the middle of their defense.
Exactly. he's the anchor.
Yeah. The Wolves taking the ball from underneath center again. Motion to the right. Roll out to the right. Looking back to the left. Got to scramble. Better get rid of it. And he does, actually. And it's out of bounds, and I believe that's no flag on the play.
Looks like they're going to call it an incomplete pass. Both quarterbacks have taken advantage of throwing the ball away.
Great play by Mason, actually, because that was going to be a big loss.
It was. He was back a good 15, 20 yards.
Excellent effort to get rid of the ball, frankly. So
he's a big kid. He can handle the one or two linemen coming at him.
All right, it's third and 10, though. We'll see if Wolves get a positive net play here. A couple claps under center. Receiving the ball. Trying to draw him off sides. Get a quick count. Recalibrate. Back under. Motion to the left. Oh, there's a whistle on the play.
Another delay of game, maybe?
Delay a game or offsides? Nope, I think that's a timeout. Wolves, maybe,
we called the timeout.
Yeah,
good for us.
The Wolves called the timeout. So
coaches didn't like what they saw, so stop and reset.
So John, kind of unique here that we're playing on a Saturday, and frankly, it's encouraging to see all of the friends and family in the community out here to support everything, because as we all know, there's another sports team here in the area.
I got to be honest, I've been looking at my phone.
There's another sports team in the area that has a relative important event going on.
It was still 0-0 the last time I checked.
Yeah. So
bottom of the second, still 0-0.
So for us here in the Northwest, I know we may have listeners from all over the place, but our professional baseball team, Seattle Mariners, are in the playoffs for the first time in 21 years, John?
21 years, yeah.
It's
been a long time coming.
So I can see lots of people that would rather be here at the moment. So maybe they DVR'd it, maybe they're watching on their phones, I don't know. But I'd love to see the support for these kids out on a Saturday afternoon, and it is beautiful outside.
It really is.
It's perfect.
Other than the smoke from Northern California.
A little bit of smoke.
A little bit of haze, but it's not causing any, disruptions from a football perspective. These kids are really going at it.
Yeah, here we go. All right, so it's third down and 10, 9:30 left till halftime. South Kitsap Wolves are still trailing the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles by 0-7. Roll out to the right. It's under pressure. Got to get moving. And he's got some running room. Gets away.
Puts his shoulder down.
Good pursuit by Graham-Kapowsin.
But he turned a negative into a positive. So he got a couple of yards there.
Ran a long way for a couple of yards.
A lot of east to west.
So excellent effort, but unfortunately, it looks like the Wolves are punt team's coming back out into the field.
I got to tell you, though, love watching high school football. This is
the best.
The kids are playing for the pure love of the sport.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think we lose as they get older and move on to college and pro if they get that far.
Becomes a little more intense.
Just
right?
a little more.
So not that these kids are. Another good snap and off to the punt. Hey, another good punt,
go,
John.
good
Yeah,
punt.
that's going to take a
bounce
positive
here.
roll.
There we go.
Picked up.
Picked up. Down he goes.
Nice
Great
tackle.
coverage by number 9, Dominic Roebuck.
Yeah, right there.
Right on it.
Not sure. I didn't know if it looks like Kirsten was going to pick that ball up for Graham-Kapowsin, but indeed he did. Another great punt for South Kitsap. What's that?
They're almost 30, 35 yards.
Yeah, 30, 35 yards. So again, it's not just the kicker that pulls that off. You got to have good blocking up front. The snapper's got to get the ball back to him. You got to catch the ball, and you got to kick it.
Special
so lots
teams,
going on.
I mean, special teams, they're called special for a reason. They really can't control the outcome of a football game.
All right, 8:35 to go until half. Graham-Kapowsin takes over on their own 28-yard line. Quick hitter up the middle.
Big hole on the right
hole.
side for number 32. Is that Massey?
Yeah, he.
About, what, 8 yards, 7-8 yard gain?
Graham-Kapowsin was made it to the second level there pretty quick on that play. So a nice gain for the Eagles.
Linebackers had to make the play.
Second down and 2 yards to go. Graham-Kapowsin on their own 36. They huddle up, break the huddle, send somebody far out to the right. Also way split out to the left. Wolves got them covered man-to-man, looks like. Quick hitter right up the middle again. One play. Or one handoff, not a lot of motion on that play, John.
No,
Just
and he
straight
ran
up
right
the
into
middle.
33, Josiah Asuega. He stopped him in his tracks, but I still think he got enough for the first down.
And they're going to move the chains. Don't get me started on the chains, John. It's 2022. Why do they still drag chains along on the high school football things? Or pros, for that matter?
I think maybe maybe a dad or two gets to be down there on the chain gang and gets to be part of the game.
That's fine, but we can do better, I think. Anyway,
technology's a wonderful thing.
Fake quick pitch and another kind of right up the middle.
Another big hole for Massey.
Pretty well designed play by the Eagles.
Brought down by Hosea again.
Not quite.
They get it. Now it looks like 9 yards.
Not quite a first down, but Eagles look like they're starting to gain some chunk yardage here, John.
They've gone to the run here exclusively. I don't think we've had a pass on this possession.
Play out, got trips out to the left, nobody out to the right. Back, quick pass, quick flare pass.
The minute I say that, they throw the first pass of the series.
Ooh, there's I think we're gonna have a face mask there,
that head
John.
Jerked around just a little bit.
Yeah, from up here, it looked like a abnormal movement of the helmet, which tends to believe that might have a plus 15 flag placed on this one. So
that's
no.
Oh, offsetting? A holding on.
Holding on the Eagles.
So
stand corrected. That's why we're in the booth and they're down on the field, John.
I think we still saw what we saw. The ref just didn't.
So back they go, and it looks like that's going to put the Eagles back to the 50-yard line.
Trying to figure out the chain gang. A little bit of confusion.
Well, I think they just.
Oh, it was from the spot of the foul.
From the spot of the foul.
Spot of the foul. Yep, that makes sense. It's still just a yard to go for the first down.
So this is your basic redo here, John.
Exactly.
It's all over again.
Yep.
Gained 10 yards on the play, brought it back 10, and here we are again, back to second one. Graham stacks up a couple backs this time. Quick hitter right up the middle, just
Number
challenging
4.
him.
That's Vinicio Hansen carrying the ball.
So play just designed for a couple yards there. Nice play by the Eagles.
Got him about 5.
So Graham-Kapowsin makes their way into Wolves territory. They are now at the 45-yard line. There is 6 minutes left till halftime. We are still at 7 for Graham-Kapowsin Eagles, 0 for the South Kitsap Wolves.
Wolves have got to be happy with the way they've played defensively. They've shut down a Graham-Kapowsin team that scores a lot of points.
Had one big play. He throws. Got plenty of time to throw.
They're going
Throws
for
a long pass to Woods. Oh, beautiful thrown ball action.
That was spectacular. That really was. I'm not sure there's anything that the defensive back could have done about that one.
Jabez Woods ran right underneath it.
Yeah.
Very.
You can see on the replay, he threw this ball 40 yards, maybe 45 yards.
45 yards,
that was impressive. It really was.
Excellent protection as well by Graham-Kapowsin.
It worked as designed.
Yeah, and he really just threw the ball up and let Jabez run underneath it.
Pretty much,
so
yeah.
It was
Kid's
good.
got some wheels, no doubt.
Yep. Very skilled athlete. Graham-Kapowsin lining up for the kick. It's up, and it is good.
That's number 60 again, Colby White Gibson, the extra point.
So, John, with 5:44 left to go in the first half, the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles take a 14-0 lead, which in reality have come on just two big plays.
Absolutely.
Big plays. So
the Wolves' defense has been outstanding, except for those two big plays.
Two big pass plays to Jabez Woods, and he's a reckon to deal with on probably most Friday nights or Saturdays. I'm not sure when Graham.
Yeah, my guess is you're going to see him playing at the next level at some point in time.
Looks very athletic out there.
SK's got to get the offense going because.
Yep, we need to pop a big one here.
Whether the score's 14-0 or 42-0, then nothing is the problem here.
Yep.
So we got to get on the board.
Yep. Can't win if you can't score, right?
Exactly.
So Graham-Kapowsin's lining up to do another kickoff. They chose to set the ball up on the left hash mark, going from the south to the north direction here at Kitsap Bank Stadium in the Ed Fisher Field. Ready to go. South Kitsap still's got the two.
Jordan Lee.
And Elijah Torres back to receive the kick.
Yep.
It's going to be Jordan Lee at about the 10-yard line. Picks it up. It's up to the 15, 20, 25, and ridden out of bounds. So 15-yard return. Nice play. See Jordan, nice catch here on the replay. Catches it right at the 9 or 10-yard line, makes a couple quick moves, stays along the sideline, tries to follow his blockers, and gets pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, big hits by Levi Turner. I believe that was that Julian De Los Santos?
So the Wolves are going to take over on their own 24-yard line. Come out, trailing the Eagles 0-14 by 14 points. 5:37 left until half. Mason still underneath the center. He's got blockers out to the left. Jordan Lee's got some space to run. Nice play by the Wolves.
I believe he got a first down there and got out of bounds, saved a little bit of time on the clock.
Good 10, 11-yard gain.
Yeah.
It looks like. I'm not sure where they're going to spot him. Oh, no, they're moving the chains.
Gave him exactly 10, it looks like.
Yeah, that's on the far side of the field from us, but it sure looked like he gained it.
I thought he got a couple more.
Yep.
But that's why they're down there and we're up here.
Correct. Wolves come up to the ball. Strong 5 across the front. I'd expect some motion here. Mason's got them all lined up. Starts the play. Quick hitter up the middle.
Nothing doing there. Yeah, nothing doing.
All I saw on that play was a bunch of Eagles in the middle from Graham-Kapowsin, and
Bowden didn't have much space to do anything on that one.
They're stout up front between those guards, aren't they?
They got a couple of big boys up there, that's for sure. A couple of big kids.
So we see South continues to move the ball. Looks like we're at 2nd and 10. No gain on that last play. We're under the 5-minute mark.
And I can tell you, number 50, he's listed at 315 pounds. That's a big kid for high school football.
Yep. Oh, stopped in the backfield.
Nice. Had a chance.
Nice penetration.
Bowden Harvey again.
Nice penetration by the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles there, John.
Actually moved him back a couple yards.
So now the Wolves are looking at 3rd and probably 15 on their own 28-yard line after the positive gain that they got earlier in the drive from Jordan Lee.
You need to open up the playbook a little bit,
I think.
Go.
Wolves coming out, 3rd and 15. Looks like they got a split, one to the right, one to the left. I expect some motion. Mason's got them started. Drops back to pass. And popped.
Got a blitz from the left side by, is that number 40?
Yep.
Isaiah Atunsola. Hopefully I got that right.
So that's another loss of yardage. So now it puts the Wolves in a punting formation.
Mason never had a chance. He came from the blind side. He didn't see him coming. Probably might have heard him coming at the last minute. But
so here we are. It's on the Wolves will be punting ultimately from the ball spot at the 25. Oh, it looks like there's been a timeout called on the field. Maybe Looks like they're going to a player or a coach.
It's interesting. I didn't see any kind of an indication from the officials.
So the officials are calling the coaches in for a conversation. I'm not sure
Another
what this
interesting
is.
play.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Well, this is getting more and more interesting, isn't it? Now they've brought, it looks like a spectator from the sidelines into the...
Somebody's, the athletic director of the high school.
So the AD's been called onto the field. So we're getting some interesting gestures by the official trying to explain to the coaches and AD what's going on. Love to have a microphone in that huddle, huh?
Yeah. So we're with you guys. I'm not sure we're going to get an explanation of this.
Probably not,
people. But at the end of the day, it looks like both coaches are.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no.
We're all sitting on the edge of our seats here, John, waiting for this.
That was definitely unique, John. So something that happened. Maybe
something on the field.
Something on the field.
Maybe a procedural situation.
Maybe something to do with the football or the condition of the football. Maybe something to do. I'm really reaching here.
Yeah.
With the quality of the air, with our smoke and the athletes. I mean.
And our dance team.
Okay. Well, we have some people that are trying to investigate what was going on there. That was a unique on what the conversation between the refs and the coaches were. So when we find out, we'll try to pass it along to everybody.
And hopefully they can explain it to us so we'll understand.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
it's not something you see every day on a football field.
Ultimately, here we go back to play on the field. The ball is on the 25-yard line. The Wolves are lined up to punt. And the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles have a single receiver back. Another great
Best
punt.
one of the day. Great punt. Drives him back all
nice
the way
catch.
to 30-yard line, 35-yard line.
35.
And great coverage by special teams. There's 4 or 5 red shirts down there to greet him after 2 steps. So Jabez Woods can't get around everybody.
Not everybody. That was a great catch by Jabez.
Oh, but I see a yellow flag back by the punter.
Maybe roughing the punter. Excellent kick that time,
was a
too.
great punt. That was 40
That's
plus.
Kieran Snyder, right? So
I believe so, yeah.
Great kick, Kieran. Excellent hang time. The ball had a fantastic trajectory to it. He got that nose to turn over, so excellent job. And we got another delay here,
well,
John, after a very first
you
quarter.
You can see a flag back at about the 15-yard line.
The ball is being placed at. So what seemed to go, the first quarter was 3 days ago, right, John? The first quarter was very quick, and there's been some.
It looked like he said roughing the kicker, but then he called it against that it was declined. Wow.
Maybe it was one of the maybe one of the protectors was holding. Maybe they got called for holding.
We have to figure out some of these hand gestures. I thought I knew them all, but I've seen a couple of new ones today.
Ultimately, here we go. There's 3:38 left in the half. The ball is being placed on the left hash mark for the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles to come out and start yet another drive. True to form, run from the sidelines, taking instructions from their coaching staff, and go straight into a play.
So whatever the penalty was, it must have been against the Wolves, and they declined it because of the field position, is my guess.
3:38 left in the half. See if the Wolves get a stop. Quick rollout. Going to do a swing pass out to the right. Nice play. Good pursuit by the Wolves.
Yeah, what looked like a big gainer only got him a couple of yards. That was great pursuit by the Wolves defense.
Yeah, from our vantage point, there was a lot of room for that.
There was a lot of room
for them to run, right?
It was Massey again, and he took 2 steps, and they were on him.
So short gain, maybe 2-3 yards max. So well defended by the Wolves.
I keep hoping to see one of those short passes and a pick 6.
coming up on the 3-minute mark. Same formation or similar formation for one hip up.
There he goes. 220 pounds of running back.
That is a strong
Number 2, Jalen Davenport.
run by Jalen Davenport.
He's a big kid. Takes more than one person to bring him down.
Excellent tackle by the Wolves. Just got to wrap him up. And let all your friends know where he's at.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him the ball again here on 3rd and 1.
So Jalen Davenport's lined up right next in the backfield. Single back. Clapping. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Right down again.
Dragging 2 or 3 kids with him.
And that's a first down out to about the 48-yard line.
It's tough when the running back's as big as the defensive lineman up front to stop him.
He got him a couple good yards, and now he's going back out on the field. Or he's going back over sidelines, get some rest.
A little oxygen.
Here go the Eagles. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. 2:15 left. Ball's at about the 47-yard line. Single back. Trips out to the right. Single out to the left. Looking right. Passing. Oh, in a very short window. Nice completion.
Yeah, that's
Christian Norris.
Another timing pattern.
Another tight pass by Davion.
Quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and delivers the ball.
Because that was right in the middle of 3 Wolf defenders.
Yeah.
It's not that they were out of position. It was just a good throw, John, and a good catch.
Yeah. Super Alleys, this kid's, he's got an arm. He's got some game, no doubt about it.
So the ball is on they've moved into South Kitsap territory. Ball is on the 40-yard line.
He's going to throw again.
Rolling to the right to the sidelines.
It's his first receiver.
Took what the defense gave him there, John.
Yep.
Another 5-yard gain.
Number 5, that's Micah Roberson.
The ball is going to be placed on the 37-yard line. On the Wolves' 37-yard line. And there's 1:34 to go in the half.
Got to keep him out of the end zone this time.
You might want
2 touchdowns down at halftime, that's doable. It's easy for us to come back from that. 3 touchdowns a little tougher. So let's make sure we keep him out of the end zone here.
Yep. Might want to check where number 10 is.
Absolutely.
So, here he goes. Drop back pass. He's looking to the left.
Oh,
good pressure by the Wolves.
Fantastic.
Nice job, number 37 of the
Alex
Wolves.
Burgess.
Alex Burgess. Also pressure in there from, I believe it was 33 Josiah as well.
Absolutely.
Wow, quick pressure, John.
Linebacker blitz. They weren't ready for it.
Yeah. And that
perfect time to call that blitz, boy. Defensive coach, he's having a game today.
And that forces the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles to take a quick timeout to regroup, John.
Turns out that they can't do everything they want to.
So we're at 1:26 left in the first half. Still 14-0. Graham-Kapowsin is leading the hosts, the South Kitsap Wolves.
I think what we need to see in the second half, the offense has got to spend a little more time on the field. Defenses get tired, and you've got several kids, I'm sure, going both ways. That makes it tough, too. So.
Wow, so look at that. So it's a beautiful picture of
the
right
smoke?
Here, right here in our town, but looking over at the bay at Bremerton. So we're lucky to live out in the peninsula here
absolutely,
in the state of Washington. So
you just have to love all those gifts that California keeps sending us.
Just awesome picture, guys, out there. And that view is, for those of you who may not be familiar that are watching, is, I don't know, maybe an 1/8 of a mile away. So we're right there. So
absolutely,
fantastic,
right on top of it,
right by the stadium.
Well, I've been corrected. California didn't send us that gift. We're doing it to ourselves in the Cascade Mountain Range.
So quick pass up the middle. Oh, again, excellent pressure by the Wolves, number 43 and 44.
And I actually think Graham-Kapowsin didn't know who that ball was going to. Everybody had their back turned. This may be an ineligible man downfield.
Excellent pressure again up the middle.
Exactly what it is.
That is. So Graham-Kapowsin looks like maybe they weren't on the same page for that particular play, which will force a 4th down. And Graham-Kapowsin's looks like with the large change of players coming onto the field.
Well, yep, there we go.
Might be punting. Yep, they are lining up to punt. So great job again by the Wolves, John.
Fantastic job, boy. The defense came to play today, no doubt about it.
Yep. So the Eagles will be punting. They're in Wolves territory. They're about the 43, 44-yard line. Graham-Kapowsin's back, lined up. Wolves have 2 people deep to receive the punt.
It's Jordan Lee and Bowden Harvey.
Maybe a fake. Nope, they're going to go ahead and kick this one. Yeah, they're
trying to angle it towards the side.
Kick, and that is
they got a great roll.
Kick.
Wow.
Great roll.
I thought it was going to skid to the outside and go out of bounds, and it didn't.
Excellent kick by Graham-Kapowsin.
Yeah, it came back inside.
Vinicio Hansen was just an excellent pooch kick down there, let it roll, and very good coverage, too, by the Eagles. Stopped it, I think, the 1 yard line.
And what a great name, Vinicio. I like that. That's a good, I'm looking down these rosters, and I'm going, there are some great names. Some of these kids, boy.
So this is going to be tough. The Wolves have to be careful here. There's a minute 12 left in the halftime. It looks like they're on maybe their own 1.5 yard line down there, John.
Yep.
So we got
definitely inside the 2. Mm-hmm. So we're going to find out right now. See what kind of intestinal fortitude the offensive coordinator has.
We're gonna keep these plays positive.
I think so. There might be a couple quarterback sneaks here.
Yeah. Not sure of. Oh, it looks like Graham-Kapowsin has 2 timeouts left, and South Kitsap has 2 as well. So we'll see what Graham-Kapowsin chooses to do here.
There's the first one.
Just a quarterback sneak to get.
Oh, we've got a flag. This will be interesting.
I think that might be a face mask.
I think you might be right.
Graham-Kapowsin right there in the middle.
He threw that flag pretty quick.
Or unnecessary roughness. One of the 2. I think there was just a couple kids got tangled up in there in the middle and may not have stopped on the whistle.
That was the signal, the preliminary signal from the officials,
which sometimes happens with high school.
No, they're going to call a holding on the Wolves.
Well, good news, bad news. It's a penalty, and
that was interesting because the line judge came up and went to his face, and
well, the unfortunate part of that is it stops the clock, John.
Yeah.
So.
It doesn't really do much from a yardage perspective.
No.
So instead of being at the 2, they're going to be at the 1.5.
Right. But it does stop the clock, and that does not go in the Wolves' favor at this stage into the second quarter.
I think they just at halftime they've got to make a couple of changes on offense. They got to mix things up a little bit, but defensively, except for the 2 big plays, the defense has been doing their job very, very well.
All right, so it looks like
much of a change there.
I know it still says first down, but I don't know what they're trying to get squared away down there, but looks like it's probably going to be.
This has been a challenge for the officials today, without a doubt. There's been some crazy stuff going on.
It's going to be second down, second and 7, maybe.
So they must have declined the penalty,
or they just picked they must have declined it. So.
Yeah.
Here we go. Minute 5 left. We're going to run into.
Mason's still under center. Here we go up the middle again.
Another quarterback keeper right up the middle for a short gain.
He got out to the 7, maybe?
Yep. Looks like they're content. Looks like somebody is calling timeout.
Somebody's calling a timeout.
Looks like Graham-Kapowsin is calling a timeout, just kind of how we thought.
Well, once again, the officials signaled timeout, but they didn't signal who took the timeout.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
Timeout, Graham-Kapowsin. Yep. And it looks like they have 1 left, which makes sense because this is clock managed by Graham-Kapowsin.
Absolutely.
Right? So they
might get another shot. You never know.
They have the Wolves pinned deep into their own territory. The Wolves seem content to, trying to give themselves some space, maybe run a couple plays or not. But Graham-Kapowsin wants to get the ball back here. They clearly are not comfortable with their 14-point lead at this point heading into halftime. So,
well, their offense has, 2 big plays. They really haven't been firing on all cylinders. They've just thrown the ball up and hope somebody runs under it a couple times, and it's gone their way.
Been explosive at times, but
now in Sandlot, back in the days when we played Sandlot football, you know what play we'd run right now.
The hook and go, right?
Throw it as far as you can and hope your guy catches it.
For sure.
Fastest guy against fastest guy.
And that takes time sometimes.
It does. So. It does.
Here we go. So Graham-Kapowsin's got 1 timeout left. Looks like the Wolves still have 2, which I don't think they're going to use those. And here we go. Line it up. We have 3rd and maybe a short 5, John?
Yep, that's what I call it, 4 or 5.
Like
yep.
3rd and 5. The ball's on maybe the 7-8 yard line. Here we go. Quick off tackle. It's got a little bit of pop.
Boy, he He was making great headway, and then number 2.
Yeah, Jalen Davenport.
Man, kid's he's a wrecking machine, no doubt.
But they're going to stop wherever the forward progress is on there. So
hopefully got enough room for the punter to get the ball out of the end zone.
Yeah, for sure they did that. And Graham-Kapowsin uses their last timeout, it looks like, before halftime, which is going to force.
Yeah, they're probably going to get to run maybe 2 plays. We'll see how efficient they are on offense. Figure the punt will take a couple of seconds. They'll still have 44 seconds left.
But Jalen Davenport, number 2 for the Eagles, has really had a strong presence here at the end of the first quarter and into the second quarter, both on
and you can tell
offense and defense.
And he's their leader on defense, without a doubt. He's playing middle linebacker, and he's leading the charge. And on offense, kid that big's hard to bring down. I mean, gets a head start, gets 3 yards, gets the ball 3-4 yards deep, and takes off, and he's at full speed by the time he gets to the line. And it takes a little bit of a gut check on some of those defensive linemen. They want to take him on or not.
Okay, so it's 4th down, 4th and 2. The Wolves have to punt the ball. They're deep in their territory.
Kieran Snyder's going to be back there in the middle of his end zone.
Yep, looks like he's going to be receiving the ball from his end zone.
So is that Jabez Woods, number 10, out at midfield?
Yep. I think he's back to receive the ball. Ball's actually placed at the 10.
We'll see a really big punt here.
There's a good snap and the kick.
Oh, boy.
He had to hurry that one a little bit.
It almost got blocked. Great bounce.
Still a great bounce.
I think that's about the best outcome they could get. That was spectacular, boy.
So, John, from his own end zone, and the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles will take over at their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, that's a 50-plus yard play for special teams.
Well, net 50-plus yards for them. Maybe not from the snap of the ball, but certainly from where he kicked it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, maybe 60.
Yeah, so.
No, that was a great time to come up with a great punt.
Great punt. So good on you. So here comes the Graham-Kapowsin Wolves.
And it actually ran off more time, too, because of the bounce. So they got an extra 10 minutes off the clock.
So, all right.
10 seconds off the clock.
Time for the Wolves to stiffen up here. There's 34 seconds. I expect Graham-Kapowsin to not take a knee.
I'd look for number 10.
I think they are going to go for this split out way to the right. Here we go to the look. Pressure. Receiver actually fell down and got back up.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
That was pretty good coordination on his part.
So number 11 for Kirsten Norris.
Yeah.
I think it looked like maybe he slipped coming out of his turn. Actually had the presence of mind to get back up and catch the ball.
Yeah, that's a heads up. That's a heads up play. Without a doubt.
I think that was timing, and he slipped. The ball was on the way to jump back up.
Coaches are going to be happy with that on film tomorrow. Well, probably Monday.
29 seconds. He must have got out of bounds, or not sure what the stoppage is.
Yeah, he did.
Here.
I think he got out of bounds.
So one way or the other.
The officials are back in the middle. Oh, we've got a flag in the backfield, in the Wolves' backfield.
Not sure what that was.
And I have no idea what that gesture is.
Did they call too many men on the field?
Well, it was only 5 yards.
Not sure what that was. It could have been at high school level, John. I think that it may have been something as easy as an equipment not contained, like maybe not a mouth guard, or maybe not a chin strap, or
great point.
Something like that. Oh, pressure out of the right.
Pressure was there. He's
goes
coming
out to the right. It's thrown out. Slips down again, and that's an
great
incomplete
pursuit
pass.
by the defense. Boy, I tell you, these kids are playing
tough.
hard.
So
they are not giving up.
Yeah, I'm assuming that little 5-yard penalty was probably equipment related.
Yeah, I would agree. It also explained why the gesture the official made we didn't understand, because you don't see that. You don't see that very often.
And it's probably a good rule. I think they have to have their chin straps buckled up at all times.
Safety's still number one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure. All right, 21 seconds left. It's 2nd down and 10. Graham-Kapowsin Wolves on the Wolves 46 or 44
one
yard
more
line.
Receiver out there than we do defenders, and that's who they get the ball to.
Right up the quick hit again.
Number 11.
Good
Christian
pursuit.
Norris.
Not a first down though, so the Eagles go into a little hurry up offense.
They're trying to get off one more play here.
There's 8 seconds left. They're going to spike the ball.
So they're going to get one shot at the end zone, it looks like.
One shot at the end zone. And I've not had an opportunity to see the Graham-Kapowsin Wolves play a whole lot, but I have a hunch I know what they might do.
You think number 10 might be involved?
Beecher Bosswood might be on a fly route
it's
here
either
somewhere.
that or they're going to see if number 2 can run 50 yards.
For Jalen Davenport. So this is going to be the last play of the first half, most likely.
Well, I tell you,
There's
the
5
Wolves
seconds
defense
left.
really needs to, they need some slaps on the back here. These kids have really stepped up to a team that can score a lot of points.
Snap of the ball. It's got
we
pretty
go.
good protection. Looks
Hail
like
Mary.
the Wolves are in pretty good coverage. They got a bunch of people down deep
And
knocked
knocked
down.
down.
Good defense.
That's just a great
Oh.
defensive play by the Wolves.
Fantastic. So at halftime, so at the end of the first half, it is the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles 14, the South Kitsap Wolves. And for halftime today, we're showing the South Kitsap Marching Band, followed by dance team, and then we'll show some videos produced by the South Kitsap High School students. Enjoy the halftime, and we will be back soon with the second half.
And now for your halftime entertainment, please welcome to the field the South Kitsap High School Marching Band. Under the direction of senior drum majors Nick Grant and Jasmine Poole, junior drum majors Erica Salazar and Isabel Michaels, and director Gary Kranz. This afternoon, the band will perform 4 songs from their 2002 show, Larger Than Life, which features songs from famous boy bands. First performing Sucker by the Jonas Brothers, Mic Drop by BTS, Everybody by the Backstreet Boys, and Bye 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 by NSYNC, all arranged by Tom Wallace. A big thank you to the senior band members and section leaders, parents, and the South Kitsap School District for their dedication and hard work in supporting the band. There you have it, folks, your South Kitsap High School Marching Band. And now, let's welcome to the field your SK Wolfpack Dance Team. The Wolfpack Dance Team is coached by Linnell Vandenbos, Aaron Williams. The team is led by senior captains Giselle Javier, Stacia Masters, as well as junior co-captain Reese Wilson. We want to dedicate our performance to our 6 incredible seniors, Giselle, Stacia, Kumani, Lauren, Serenity, and Jessica. Thank you to our amazing family, friends, and SK community for their continued support of our program. Go Wolves. And now presenting your 4-time District Palm champions, the SK Wolfpack Dance Team. Ladies and gentlemen, one more big hand for your SK Wolfpack Dance Team.
Port Orchard, our small, not so small town. Sometimes it feels like there's nothing to do. There are hidden gems all over, like the Western Washington Center of Arts, or WWCA. WWCA is a local theater downtown on Bay Street.
Been here for about I think we've been in this building for about 15 years, or maybe, no, I guess it's been closer to 20 years now that I think about it. Because we just had our 20th year anniversary, but I think we were doing some theaters up at a church before that.
WWCA does all sorts of shows. The Post Show will be hosted from October 14th through the 31st. If that doesn't pique your interest, the rest of their 2022-2023 season is located at wwca.us. Students get even cheaper tickets, so don't miss out on these great shows.
We have a real loyal following with certain people that know that we're here. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of advertising about the theater, so oftentimes people don't know that we're even down here. I've come into the theater and have introduced myself to somebody and asked how long they've been living in the area. They've been living here for probably 20 years and just found out about us. So that's kind of a little disheartening. But every time people come, they usually enjoy themselves. And so
A lot of work is put into these shows. WWCA is a volunteer-run theater, which means all the actors, light technicians, and even the concessions people are all volunteers. It is a great opportunity to get involved with your community.
But I think that people who do show up come here and have a really good time, and it's just a fun experience. Both the actors and the audience. I think the actors have a great time when they're doing the shows. So.
Close the evening. Let us move to more festivities. To close the evening.
If you're interested in seeing their shows or even being in one, go to visit the theater on Bay Street or find them on social media, including Facebook and TikTok.
This is your data. All your photos, files, messages. And this is the account you store them in. You set a super secure password, and your account is safe now, right? Wrong. According to statistics, 24% of Americans use a variation of the weakest passwords. Hey, person, is your password username? Yeah, my username is password, and my password is username. Gotta think smart, you know? Oh, okay. Even if you use a super secure password like person 1 here, the scary part is, in 2020, the most common form of cyber attack was phishing, or pretending to be someone else to steal your password and other personal information. So your data is not as secure as you thought. Hey, what did you do that for? There is a solution called two-factor authentication, or 2FA. 2FA is a secure second layer of authentication available on many online platforms that secures your account. Available on your phone, physical key, and even SMS. Multiple reports by industry leaders found that 2FA was successful in stopping automated attacks 99.9% of the time. Ow. Okay. Stop phishing and other attacks in their tracks. 2FA today, SK.
See that? Oh, you don't? This is how a lot of people look at bus stops early in the morning. Even a simple cell phone flashlight could save your life. Add bright clothes and reflective surfaces, and it's even better. Protect yourself and others. Be seen, be safe.
Welcome back, everyone. We're just about ready for the second half. My name's Troy Larson, and I'm joined up here in the booth by my good friend John Nelson. to get into the second half of the South Kitsap Wolves versus the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles. At halftime, it was at the end of the first half, it's the Graham-Kapowsin, it's 14 and the South Kitsap Wolves 0. So, John, it was a pretty eventful first half. There was a couple big plays by the Eagles, and I just think there's a couple key things that I'm going to look for in the second half from the Wolves' standpoint. I think they just need to maybe sustain a little more drives. They did a good job of that coming out of the gate in the first quarter. And, of course, on defense, which played spectacular at times, but just try to eliminate that big play.
Yeah, I gotta totally agree with you, Troy. The defense, they really did their jobs. A couple of big plays. It's unfortunate, but that happens in sports. Now let's hope that maybe we can get a couple of good big plays on the Maroon side of the field, because I do think the offense is going to have to step up a little bit. They need to stay on the field a little bit longer. Definitely need to get something going, get some kind of momentum in their favor, and kind of set Graham-Kapowsin back on their heels a little bit, because right now they're kind of just coming at them full speed because they think they've got them figured out. So
we had a couple of interesting things happen at halftime. First of all, thanks to some good work by the staff here. The brief delay of game and the conference between the ref, the athletic director here at South Kitsap High School, and the coaches was around the air quality because due to the fires that we were having here in the state of Washington. And they are closely monitoring that. Depending on the level of it, it's a mandated, for the health of the kids. If it gets too high, they'll
shut
the kids down. And also, the Wolves were slightly delayed coming out of halftime, and here they go, kicking off the ball from their own 25 with a penalty with a late arriving.
Yeah, I don't know if they only had 10 or if they ended up with 12, but something didn't go right there. They didn't have the right personnel in.
Can't have those penalties coming out of halftime right out of the first play. This is just lining up for a kickoff.
They're going to kick off from the 15 now, I think.
Or the 20, not sure
how far.
Or the 20,
I guess, yeah.
So the ref, John and I were up here enjoying the halftime festivities when it was over, and Graham-Kapowsin came out, and all of a sudden we saw one of the refs throw a flag on the field and noticed that the time was a little delayed by the Wolves getting out of their locker rooms.
I'm going to give some kudos out to the scoreboard operator, though. He threw 3 minutes on there real quick to see if maybe we'd get away with it. But no such luck.
So here we go. Wolves kicking the ball off to the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles, and unfortunately they're kicking off from their own 20-yard line. And looks like they are set. Have enough people out there. Graham-Kapowsin's deep receivers are on their 30-yard line. Oh, and they squib right up the middle. The Graham-Kapowsin picks it up at the 50.
It looks like a lineman. It's his big chance to be a running back.
Man, I'm not sure, but I think I saw his eyes light up from up here.
Number 45. We got, Levi Turner. We called his name a couple of times on some big defensive plays for GK today.
So Graham-Kapowsin's going to take over the first drive here in the second half at Kitsap Bank and Ed Fisher Field. And here we go. They're going to take over on the Wolves' 44-yard line. Coming straight out from the sidelines. This is the first possession of the second half. And it is getting a little hazy out there, John.
Yeah, having a hard time seeing the trees across the valley.
Just know that it is being monitored, so we'll let them people make. Oh, and he looks out to the left. Almost intercepted. Good play, but
wow, Jordan Lee had his eyes on that one.
And there was nobody in front of him if he would have been able to get a hand on that.
But that's good. The defense is starting to pick up on the rhythm, what they're trying to do with the GK, and I think we may see a pick six before the end of the day.
So that's a gain of 9 by the Eagles. 2nd down and 1. Come out with a quick pass play. Ball's on the 35-yard line.
Got those 3 guys split out to the right along with Jabez Woods. Kid we got to watch out for.
Chips out to the right. Quick right to the right.
And that's who they come. Oh, no, number 11. Is that Christian Norris?
Christian Norris, nice play over the middle, down to the 24-yard line.
That's a first down.
And a first down for the Eagles. So they've come out with 2 quick completions here, first half or the second half. Apologize for that. They ran the ball a little bit more in the first half, but nice, accurate passing by Davion, the Eagles quarterback. coming up to the line of scrimmage, and he is yet to receive the ball, I believe, from underneath the center. He's almost primarily shotgun.
All shotgun, yep. Kid's got a big
single
time
back.
arm.
Fake handoff, another one loop back towards
There
the
he
center.
is, number 10.
There's Woods, and he makes a couple of Wolves miss,
at
and
least 2 or 3
in
broken
for a
tackles,
touchdown.
but we do have a flag back at the 15.
Yeah, hold on.
There's a flag on the play.
Let the officials talk it over. We'll see what they come back with, but right now we've got a touchdown on the field.
Another design play to come back towards the middle of the field. Davion put the ball right on right on the numbers.
Ineligible man downfield again for the second time today. Their linemen are getting a little bit ahead of themselves.
A little bit ahead of themselves because that's kind of a design short screen play,
Yep,
right?
That's exactly what happens. The receiver gets the ball after a lineman's already gone past him, and they can't do that. So that saved the touchdown.
Saves touchdown. It's going to move the Eagles way back, actually. I believe that's a 10-yard infraction, right, John? So now we are going to be looking at it's only 5 yards, or probably from the spot infraction. So now we're at a 1st and 15 situation. Ball is on the 30-yard line. The Eagles are starting the second half here, going from actually north to south here at Kitsap
Although
Bank
with the haze, I'm not
Stadium.
sure we know if it's north to south. All the landmarks are disappearing.
I'm pretty sure. Wolves are four up front solid. Quick flick
Back
out to the left.
Christian Norris.
And taken out of bounds by the Wolves. Still, though, gain of about 8 or 9 yards.
The defensive backs may have to come up a little bit. They're maybe giving a little too much leeway off the line.
We're going to be in a 2nd and 7 situation.
And I'm sure they had a conversation about that at halftime in the locker room.
Noah Berg comes on for the Wolves. Lining up. Wolves are going four down linemen up in the middle. Inside backers, direct snap. Hand up right up the middle. He's got lots of room.
Big opening for Massey.
Nice tackle by Cypress from behind.
Is that number 32?
Actually, really good pursuit. He made that tackle from tracking him down and him down.
He came over from his position.
Yep.
The play was not in his area, and he recovered and made it come from behind play.
Good motor on the kid.
Yep.
So now the ball is on approximately the left hash, just over towards the left hash. 1st down and 10. They have.
We need a stand here. We need a big stand by the defense.
Yep.
Change the momentum.
One snap back, drop back, looking right down the middle, off to the right.
Here we go.
No. Adam and he escapes.
Davion gets loose.
And runs in for the Eagles score.
Unfortunately, you get past that first line of defense, and there's nobody there to keep him from going.
Yeah, unfortunate because
everybody's covering. That's what they're supposed to do.
They had a really good pursuit on him. He just escaped. Nice play out the back door.
Just hoping for a loss there. Tackle for loss.
It felt like it for a second, didn't it?
Yeah, they definitely had him bottled up.
So that moves the score to the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles to 20. And the Wolves still with 0 on the scoreboard. Line up for the extra point.
Colby White Gibson.
Snap, the hold is down, and the kick is good.
So say it's good.
Kid is 3 for 3 today.
So how many fantasy points is that, Troy?
How many fantasy points? I don't know. I wish I could control some of that, right? That's fantastic. All right. So the Wolves is going to have their first opportunity to execute their offense here in the second half. See if we can get some sustained drives and keep the Eagles off the field for a while. The Wolves did a really good job of that in the first half. The first quarter especially. I remember going back to the first quarter, John, I believe the Wolves had 2 or 3 possessions and the Eagles maybe only had 2 or 3 as well, right?
And we stuffed them both times.
Yeah.
The defense was outstanding in the first quarter.
So the number of plays that the Wolves ran in the first quarter seemed really positive.
Couple 3 and out, I believe, if I remember correctly.
On the defensive side, for sure.
So let's see if maybe they give Mason and Ellen a chance to maybe open up a little bit, soften up the defense a little bit. They're just a little too cozy right now, thinking that they've got this figured out.
Okay, so Eagles lining up to kick. Ball's on the left hash on the 40-yard line. And go, decides to kick it deep. Nice high kick. Received.
We're going to have a return by Lee.
Jordan Lee at the 10. He's out to the 20.
Get
Goes
up
to
there.
the left.
Come on.
Makes
Gets
a quick
outside.
Move, makes somebody miss.
He's
out to the 30.
Outstanding run back. Outstanding run back.
Good run by Jordan. So the South Kitsap Wolves will take over their first possession of the second half here with 9 minutes and 35 seconds to go. And they are going to get a fresh start on their own 30-yard line. Ball will be marked on the left hash, and see if they come out with the same game plan, John, which if we can get something going here, break something loose. So we go split out way to the left, way out to the right.
Same look.
Single back.
We need to run. They need to run some, maybe, I don't know if you want to call them trick plays, but a little more misdirection. Need to get the defense back on its heels.
Got motion to the right. That looked like there was some movement up front.
I'm kind of surprised we didn't see a flag on that.
Yeah.
If anything, it might have been an offsides. But
a little extracurricular activity amongst a couple of the linemen down there, but it's all good. Everybody's back to their huddles, getting their instructions.
Well, I tell you, number 50 just stands out like a mountain, doesn't he?
He's a solid boy, yeah.
He's a big boy. Okay, so let's see what they're going to do.
Ball's on the 31. John, we got second. There was no gain on the last play, so second and 10.
Yep.
Same look for the Wolves. Mason's up to initiate the play. Motion left. Quick roll out to the left.
And
he's going to get pursuit. Bator's jersey off.
The lower half of his jersey.
Yeah. And Mason does a good job again of getting rid of the ball to avoid the sack.
We would have had a fashion faux pas like in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago.
I hope he didn't tweak he looks a little hobbly there. I hope he didn't tweak his knee or his ankle or his hip or something. But
so right idea, but once again, GK's got that extra rusher coming in that they're not picking up. And
okay, so third down. 3rd and 9. Wolves are at their own 30-yard line. Coming up to the line of scrimmage. Everybody is set. Same look. One receiver out. Motion left. Drop back pass. He's looking to the right.
There we go.
Got a man open.
There we go.
Nice pass play, but I think it's
going to be short a yard or two, though.
It's a completion and really well defended by the Eagles.
I do think that's the kind of thing we need to see in the second half from the offense, though. They want to keep running the ball, that's fine, but they're going to have to poke the defense, get them back on their heels a little bit, not be sure what's going to happen.
Micah Robinson on the coverage there for the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles, which completed pass, but immediate tackle and put him to the ground there. We're looking at 4th and 4. For the Eagles.
Going to bring in Kieran Snyder to punt once again.
And yet again, here's South got
kids
number
28 coming in as number 11.
20 again.
It's the 11th player.
And the snap. It's a good snap. Good. And a
great excellent
kick.
Punt.
Nice kick all the way back to the 25.
Oh, we got Jabez Woods returning it.
Because no, he's got some room over the sidelines. He's down to the 40, 45. 30, there's a flag on the play.
On both sides.
Actually, there's multiple flags on the play.
Well, I didn't see what it was.
No. Is there such thing as out kicking your coverage, John? That was a great kick.
That was a great kick, and a couple of the wings got down there, couldn't make the play, and that opened up about 20 yards between the wingman and the next layer of defense.
Well, maybe we're going to find out here in a second too why there was so much room along the sidelines.
There's always a chance there was a good reason why.
Along the sidelines over there.
It's interesting that both side judges caught it.
Well, and they threw it on opposite sides of the field, so it
looks like unsportsmanlike conduct.
It's like two penalties, and like we said, the referees were a football field, the width of the football field apart from each other,
and they
both threw it.
Yeah.
So,
but we didn't. We were watching the ball. Must have been something happened away from the ball.
Something was egregious, and it was right in front of the Graham-Kapowsin bench as well. So
the good news is that with the penalty, the ball's back where they originally caught the punt.
Coach won't be really happy with that one, but at the end of the day, there's Graham-Kapowsin is going to take over on their second drive of the second half. They're on their own 35-yard line. The ball is on the left hash, and it comes out in a familiar formation for the GK Eagles. Two split out to the right. Comes a quick hitter up the middle.
That's Massey again. Kid's quick.
Yeah, he's got some quick little jab steps and gets going in the right direction in a hurry, doesn't he, John?
He does.
So
low center of gravity. They're the hardest guys to bring down sometimes.
Brings us into a second down. And the Eagles look like they're in no hurry to run here. Calm play. Again, two split out, way out to the right. Look for maybe one of the quick screen passes again. There's only two Wolves defenders out there against him. Jordan Lee, nope, they choose to run it right up the middle. And for almost no gain, maybe a yard or two.
Maybe a yard, yeah. That was great. Stout defense by the line. Asuega kind of stepped up from middle linebacker and blocked the hole.
That gets us to a 3rd and 3.
Big down. This is a big down this early in the second half.
Feels like an important down for the Wolves here in the second half.
Yeah, they need to get the defense off the field. Did they bring in number 10? No, but they brought in number 2.
So
pretty good chance he's going to get the ball.
Third and short. See what happens.
And here we go.
He gets
and
over
there
left
he goes.
tackle. He is a force to be reckoned with on those short runs, and I think he's back over to get directions when he goes back to play middle linebacker.
He may have to make a decision at the next level where he's going to play, fullback or linebacker.
So first down, Eagles. Clock is still running, just now below the 6-minute mark. Ball is literally, looks like, John, on the nose. It's touching the 50-yard line, still on the left hash here at Kitsap Bank Stadium.
Right at midfield.
There's trips stacked right on top of one another out to the right-hand side. Oh, bad snap. Fumble.
Looks like he fell on it. Oh, but now officials have a flag or throw a flag.
Maybe somebody
moved?
Swat the ball or offsides, maybe? See, offsides.
Yep, illegal procedure.
Legal procedure on the
somebody moves.
So that'll set him back a few yards.
Defense needs to take advantage of it right here, right now.
Opportunity for the Wolves to get a stop here.
Yeah,
so first and 15, John.
This is a big thing right here. The defense makes their stand and get the offense in, maybe turn the momentum around a little bit and see if we can do something with the ball.
Two receivers out to the right again, and motion out to the right for the quick pass.
Nice job, Jordan. Fantastic play. Is that the cornerback on the outside? Jordan Lee, absolutely.
So Jordan
stepped right up, made the play.
Watch this tackle by Jordan. This is how you do it, folks. Just sack and
you wrap him up and bring him to the ground. Yep.
Bring him to the ground.
Even after the forearm to the face.
Sacrifice, but that was a great tackle, young man. Keep him going. So that brings us to second, and very little gain on that last play, John. So really the only thing that's changed was the ball was on the left hash. Now the ball is on the right hash mark. They send Graham-Kapowsin, as they always do, to send 2 to the wide side of the field. Tight on the short side of the field, motion to the outside.
He's looking downfield.
He's going to get pressured, and he threw that one away.
I think the officials have to take a look at that one.
Well, there's a penalty on the flag, and it might be.
Yeah, but intentional grounding. There was nobody within 10, 12 yards of that throw. But that's not what this flag was thrown for, I'm sure.
No, it was just either holding or roughing the passer, one or the other. So we'll see. The refs are talking. The ball,
it's holding
by Graham-Kapowsin, moving him
back for the Wolves.
Moving it back, so it looks like they're going to accept the penalty.
Well, and I think they got lucky on the holding call because that could have very easily have been an intentional grounding on that far side of the field because there was not a receiver over there. I think that's what the coach is talking to Davian about on the sidelines right now, telling him to get it a little bit closer to somebody if he's going to throw it away.
So that takes the ball all the way back to Graham-Kapowsin's own 30-yard line.
Yeah,
It's second down and half the field, John.
Yeah, it's got to be at least 35, 40 yards.
30 yards. Second 30, so good opportunity for the
My
Wolves
guess
here.
is that number 10's back in.
But got trips to the left, all stacked up. They've been throwing it out quick to one of those receivers when they've been in this formation today.
Oh,
Not this time. They're going to be handing it off.
Oh,
and
a new back. I don't think we've seen him carry the ball.
Great play by the Wolves, stacking them up.
Defense does their things at number 4.
Oh,
no, Vinicio Hansen.
It's a great play by the Wolves. Lots of those. 44.
Number 44, yeah. Is that, Daniel Welch.
Daniel Welch.
Called his name a couple times today.
Great play by the Wolves. So now that puts us in third and half the field, John, or third and 30, as most people would say. But
we'll just call it a really long ways.
Yeah, let's call it a really long ways. We'll try to get some pressure up front. We'll see what Graham-Kapowsin chooses to do here. If they try to be really aggressive and get the first down, we've
got a discussion going on because the quarterback's still over on the other side of the field.
We've seen some, and they might be going to taking a timeout or a penalty, one or the other. Looks like they're going to take a timeout.
Yep, GK called the timeout.
So with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter, Graham-Kapowsin takes the timeout, and this gives us an opportunity to talk about halftime a little bit, John. Boy, John, we saw the band, we saw the cheerleaders, we saw the dance team, but there was something unique about the band.
Something I've never seen before in 15 years of watching high school football. 3 of the football players were in the marching band.
Yes, sir.
In their uniforms out there doing their thing. Which,
yes, sir.
Boy, I tell you, man, hats off.
Hats off.
That's a commitment.
Yeah,
so we're talking about Alex Burgess, number 37, Jeremiah Rendon, number 40, and Ray Sweeney, number 62.
Yeah,
out there doing their thing.
So South Kitsap has historically had a very, very, very strong band participation up here at the high school, and it shows. It gets a lot of kids involved, and it's just fantastic to see them. There was a lot of activity at halftime with a lot of kids participating. Which is really what it should be about.
It was a great show. It really was.
Fantastic. And
my wife would have enjoyed that more than the football game.
And again, all these kids at this point after the last 2 years through some of the pandemic indifferences we had to go through, just kudos to them, right, to holding it all together. And it's third and long. He spins out of traffic, throws the ball up. And that's going to be intercepted by number 22 with the
Dominic
Wolves.
Capture.
So nice play, Dominic. So good pressure by the up front kids. Oh, no, there's a penalty on the play. I don't know if that's going to be holding. Back at the 22-yard line, there's a penalty. You generally...
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Wolves.
So that one might be assessed after the ball. So it might be South's ball. Looks like they're going to walk down here, and they're going to assess the penalty after possession.
After the turnover.
After the possession.
Which would be right.
So it was either infraction after the play was South Kitsap became in possession of
trash
the
talk
ball.
or something maybe going on down there.
Not sure, but it looks like they're going to assess the penalty after the ball in one way or the other. This is going to be
the Wolves are
Wolves'
still
ball.
going to get the ball.
Correct. Yeah.
And those are the ones the coach just can't stand. It just makes him. It wakes him up in the middle of the night. Those kinds of penalties. But there's a lot of adrenaline down there on the field still, even though we're halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, and here they're going to mark it off.
So a lot of testosterone.
Looks like the Wolves are going to get back to the 18-yard line. So back to halftime, and we'll leave it alone. But there was a couple hundred kids minimum involved in there, all high school students.
Yeah.
Great thing about the high school up here, a lot of opportunity to participate in a lot of different ways. You don't, athletics, sports medicine, the SKTV, the broadcast team that puts this together, and they do this for wrestling, volleyball, basketball.
It's almost a second job.
Yes, hours and hours and hours of film, and hours and hours and hours of work of pulling cable and camera work and.
Jordan Lee gets a little space.
Nice play up the left side by Jordan, all the way out to the 25-yard line. So that's a nice gain of 6 or 7.
Yep.
And
another penalty flag.
Boy, I don't know if and Jordan's looks like he's holding his hand maybe, or his arm or his wrist. Maybe got it pinched in. So he comes over to the sidelines on his own.
Yeah, it's
under his
definitely
own
one
power.
of his hands. His left hand or his right hand.
Yeah. So there's a penalty on the play.
Personal foul.
To the
blow to the head on GK. So that's going to add another 15 yards.
Is the right term for that these days targeting? Is that what they have?
I'm
not sure what it is.
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know what they call that. Personal foul.
So again, attack on.
Yeah, it's either head-to-head, helmet-to-helmet contact or targeting. Yeah. Yep.
So that takes the ball out to the Wolves' 40-yard line. Here's the play by Jordan. This is a great run. So look at nice blocking on the edge. Good pull by the lineman. That's John Gossard. And number 75. And right there, I think Jordan's hand got popped by the helmet, I think. So not 100% sure what the penalty was.
The penalty was on the block. It looked like on Bowden Harvey. Kid put his head.
It is down to him on the defense. So here we go. It's 1st and 10, though. Wolves are on their 40-yard line. On the left hash, they got split way out to the right. Looks like it's Ryan Brader. Quarterback under center. Gets him set. Has some motion to the right. Got somebody coming off the left on a blitz and makes the tackle.
Yeah, they tried to run a draw play.
The Eagles were
several Eagles there. Number 7, number 44. So it's Garrett Ott and
45.
Jacob Bowen.
And they were
Levi Turner.
They were flooding from the left side. We've
got a Wolf down.
Injured Wolves down there.
I can't tell who it is.
So yeah, there was a number 23.
Thank you, number 23. That's Brody Mailing.
So
fullback.
Looks like a lower leg issue, maybe his knee or his ankle. The training staff is out there.
Good news is that he's not showing any extreme pain or anything. So
nope.
Hopefully it's just a simple little twist or a sprain, and he's okay.
Twist the knee. Looks like they're having conversations with him, and he's sitting up. So good on him. We always like to see him get up and walk off into their own power.
And he's putting weight on it, and that's a good sign.
Yep. It hurts though.
It does, and you never know how bad it is until the next day, unfortunately.
So that leaves us still at 2:49 left in the third quarter here. And the ball's on the closer to the left hash. 2nd down and 13 from the Wolves. All right, John. Maybe they'll go wide side here, try to spread out the Eagles' defense a little bit.
I actually think that the Wolves have got a little bit of a speed advantage over them, and they're not quite taking advantage of it.
Splitting Ryan Brader out to the right-hand side again.
Let's see what happens here.
Quarterback under center. Quick clap of the hands, motion to the left.
Oh, that was interesting.
And there it is. Nice little pass out to Jordan Lee.
If he gets past one tackle.
Ooh, nice.
Well, you got to give the GK defenders some credit. Their technique is flawless.
Vinicio Hansen came up and made the play from the Eagles, which is a good play. And
I really thought that Lee was going to get some positive yardage out of that.
Yep, well-designed play. Nice pass, very catchable ball. Thrown by Mason out to Jordan. Play looked wide open there for a while.
Yeah,
so
it looked really good. Just great reactions by Graham-Kapowsin's defense.
Yep, brings us down to 3rd down and 12 or 13. We're under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Mason brings him under center again. Motion to the right. Rolls out to the left. Throw the ball. Nice. Oh, just missed a short window in there. Mason goes down and gets rid of the ball, though. But
I think Jordan might have heard some footsteps on that one. He was going to take a pretty good hit if he caught that.
Yeah, and they're still going to be short of the 1st down.
Yeah.
So there was good coverage by the Eagles. If he would have caught the ball, it would have been a nice positive gain. But ultimately, I think the Wolves still would have been into a punt situation. So here we are again. Kieran Snyder back to punt again for the Wolves. Lined up. They'll be punting from their own 36-yard line. It's a good snap. And another positive kick. See if they let this one bounce.
Great bounce.
Guys, Woods got the
right
ball.
On him. Oh my gosh. That's an unbelievable play for a high school.
That is a great
They're not going
effort,
to catch him.
and he is off to the races.
Wow.
And touchdown.
He was down for all intents purposes and somehow maintained his balance.
Here's the replay. Watch. Oh, well, we didn't see the
We
first
didn't
part.
quite see the beginning.
But watch the speed, and this is after he's ran away from a couple. So, you know what? That's just an unbelievable individual
Got to
effort,
give
John.
Kieran Snyder some credit there, though. He did not give up. He tried to pull a DK Metcalf and catch the kid from behind.
Chasing him down.
Jabez is a little too fast for everybody.
But I think you and I both had him tackled.
I thought he was down. I thought for
excellent
sure
coverage.
he was down. And I think for most of the defense did too, unfortunately.
Yeah. There was at least 3 Wolves defender, and looks like we got somebody shaking up on the Wolves. 2 coming out. Oh, it's Riley Smith. Other leaders come out. Looks like he's got maybe a bit of a shoulder issue, sitting down. Training staff staying busy today, but that was just a great individual effort.
It was. It was. The kids got some talent. There's no doubt about
athletic.
it.
Graham-Kapowsin lining up for their 4th PAT of the day, and it is successful.
Good old Colby White Gibson. He's 4 for 4.
So good snaps, good holds, good kicks. I was never much of a kicker, John. I could try that. I was okay in other athletic endeavors, but kicking a ball, it was not my thing.
And back in my day, it was with your toe. You didn't use the side of your foot. You had to have a special shoe.
Oh, okay. Here we go. We're going to watch this grade. This is an individual effort.
This is just 3 guys. He's cornered.
There's 3 Wolves.
He's handled.
4 Wolves.
I mean, he's going down.
5
and somehow that's a big league. That's a big time play. That's something the college scouts are watching.
Super individual effort and super individual effort by the camera crew. How about that, John?
Pretty amazing, huh?
I
tell you what, these kids have all got a future in video, man. That's for sure.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So Jabaz was not the only
on top of it.
that did something
now, Jabaz is probably
going
to reach out to the SK video team for that replay, though. They're going to he's going to want that in his highlight reel.
Great job, guys. I know they're in a classroom down below, but we like to call them they're out in the truck.
Out in the truck.
Good. Awesome video footage from out in the truck out there from the team. So fantastic. Go lined up by Graham-Kapowsin.
White Gibson out to kick again.
Out to kick again. Nice high kick, actually. Good kickoff.
Here goes Jordan.
Jordan receives
See
it at
if
the
he
10.
can make a little headroom here.
Out to the 20, heading out to the left. Makes a quick move. Gets out to the 25, almost out to the 26-yard line.
He's done a real good job returning kicks today.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of positive yardage.
Yep.
Been able to get outside of the containment 2 or 3 times now.
Yep. And more importantly, it looks like he shook off whatever his hand was.
We've got a Wolf down in the field. It's at number 12.
Ryan Brader, right? Ryan Brader. Looks like we got another knee
or ankle or knee injury.
Knee or ankle injury.
But he is walking off under his own power. So he actually, at first, I noticed when he went down, he was pointing to his hip. So
maybe
might even be a hip.
Maybe fell funny or
caught the turf the wrong way. Everybody thinks that turf is soft. Turf is not soft. It's like falling on concrete.
No, this is they do have the traditional. There's a lot of pebbles on this field. Though I did watch this be constructed at one time a couple years ago. So there's plenty of, I don't know the technical term, but I'll just call them rubber pellets.
Little black pebbles.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
There's
kids end up with 150 of them in their shoes, socks, and pants after the game.
There's a gazillion of them out there on this particular field. So
here we go. Mason's back under center. Let's get something done here.
Wolves have the ball in their own. Oh.
Wow. That was a great play by 44.
44. Graham-Kapowsin reached in.
Who is that? That's Jacob Bowen. He got there almost as fast as the ball did.
Yep. So Mason looks like he might have been thrown down a little awkwardly on that play. He's getting up, though. I was just informed, and I knew this once somebody just told me, they're coconut fill.
Okay, so that's the first time I've ever heard that.
They're coconut fill. So
that's
thanks
impressive.
again for the guys in the truck.
No kidding.
Once I was told, I knew that, but it's something unique. It's coconut filled, and
wouldn't coconut?
contains less heat than
Wouldn't
rubber.
coconut be harder than little black rubber pellets, though?
But they had mounds of it up here when they were constructing this field, so to put it in there. So who knows? So we all got a little bit of...
a little snack on the side if your face gets shoved down into the grass. I like that.
A little bit of paradise here in Port Orchard, Washington. Who knew? Right? So
I love it.
And let's
see. We got to get something going on offense here, Troy.
Ball's in the middle.
Oh, they brought in their big boy.
Nice play up the middle. Looks like Mason has been got to take a break here.
Josiah.
Yeah. So it looks like Mason Alina's got to take a break from, I don't know if it was his hip or his leg, but he looks like he's on the sideline getting a breath of water.
So that brings in Bryson Clay. It looks like quarterback.
Number 18.
This is his big chance. He's been on the sidelines.
Yep, he's a sophomore.
Yep. Heir apparent, possibly.
So it looks like the Wolves are going to choose to let the third quarter run out.
To an end.
And it looks like the clock is going to run out on the third quarter.
And that brings us to the end of the third quarter with the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles 28, South Kitsap Wolves 0. And as our regular viewers know, we've been doing fan shout-outs the last 2 years. Well, we have some more for you today. In today's broadcast. Okay, director, take it away.
Have a great senior night to our favorite goofballs. Go Riley. Go Mason. Go Jaden. We love you.
I'm Mason's sister, Madison Elena. This is my boyfriend, Abe.
And we're cheering on number 3 from Baltimore.
Go
Wolves.
Go SK. Go number 3.
Let's go, Mace.
Have a good senior night. We love you, bud.
Love you, pal. Get it.
All the way from Wisconsin, we wish you the best on your senior night. Go, Mason, go!
Go, Mason!
Go, Mason, go. Go, Mason. Good luck, Mason.
Hey, Jordan and the rest of the Wolves. Good luck tomorrow. Be safe and play hard. Love and miss you, Jordan. We'll be watching.
That was fun to watch all the shout-outs, John. It's always fun to get, again, just tremendous support from the kids, from family members, the community. I love driving through our town of Port Orchard, and whether it's people's houses or small businesses or downtown, love to see the SK flags everywhere.
The support
is sponsored by the boosters.
Support's outstanding. It really is.
Yep.
Not by just the community, the school itself, the kids. I mean, they love their high school, which is kind of nice to see.
So as we're starting the fourth quarter here, I can see the coaches and refs adjourning again.
This may be another smoke warning.
With the athletic director here at South Kitsap High School that is monitoring air quality. So I'm sure that's
particulates. That's what she's measuring is smoke particulates in the air.
And they're going to do whatever is in the best interest of the kids and whatever guidelines are in place by the league, the town, the city, the state.
It does make you wonder if the last couple of years with the forest fire seeming to get worse here, if they don't have guidelines now in place at a state level.
Well, I think they do. I'm not familiar with them, but I'm sure that they have a playbook on what to do in these situations.
Yeah, no,
Sean.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Third down for the Wolves.
Gotcha.
Well, there you go.
So
now that little meter becomes very, very important. We've been told that once we get past 101.
Yeah, we got.
We found that we've been told that once we get over 101 that they have to cancel a game, and that's a state mandated rule by the WIAA.
Yep, and they have monitors on the sidelines, so they're in good hands. And
the most important tool in the field's a little particulate meter.
Yep.
Well, let's hope we stay well below 101.
It looks like we're going to be continuing on the start of the fourth quarter. The Wolves are going to be going from north to south, and the ball looks like it's on the 27-yard line. The Wolves own 27-yard line. And I did see some motion. I'll be curious to see. I did see some motion, and I don't think the score would dictate it, but I did see maybe the refs have a running clock here, John. So
we'll see
I'm
what
going to
happens
see what happens when they starts up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they might be predicting some.
And by the way, Mason Elena's back in, number 3.
Yeah. They might be predicting some more. Oh, he's going to
halfback
throw the
pass.
ball. Jordan Lee's got it, man open. Oh, just a bit outside, but you know what? Creative play,
And
right?
that's the kind of thing I think they need to do to loosen up the defense.
Creative
without
play.
a doubt. They got to make them get them outside their comfort zone. They can't know what's coming next.
And Jordan had time,
Yeah,
so
it was good for them. He threw a pretty good pass too, by the way. For a running back, that was pretty good.
I'm a pretty good athlete. So
absolutely,
zero complaints on that play. It was great effort, just didn't work out. But design-wise,
and Kieran
nice to
Snyder's
see it
back
out
in
there.
after his gallop towards the end zone to try to stop Jabez Woods last time.
There we go. All right, the Wolves are back to punt. And it's the timeout Wolves.
And now the clock. Oh, timeout.
So the Wolves took a timeout. I'm not sure if they had the right personnel on the field or.
I was going to say the clock. Obviously, we're not into a running clock situation.
No, we're not into a running clock situation. And I think the running clock even. I think even during timeouts, I think it runs. Just depends on how you're going to there.
So I'm kind of curious, Troy, and you've been around this program for a long time. 16 seniors graduating. Is that going to hurt them or help them or give an opportunity for those next kids to step up and play? So
it's always an opportunity, but I'm going to go back to how we opened up the broadcast, John. This senior class is so incredibly unique, for a lot of programs across not only the state but the country or the globe for that matter, right? So
it's an international thing.
I'm just happy to see 18 of them out here.
We're just happy that football's still going on and that school's still going on,
and the kids are still able to participate and get engaged in school activities, be part of the community that they grew up in, and a lot of them may choose to live their lives here, right?
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
That's an impossible question. I'm not dodging your question.
No, I totally get it.
But because of the circumstances, just another great
punt. Forces a fair catch.
All the way back to the...
And I noticed Jabez isn't back there now. That was Micah Robertson back to take that punt.
All the way back to Graham-Kapowsin's 42-yard line.
That was another 40-yard punt. 40-yard punt. I mean...
Yep.
40-yard average is good in the NFL today, let alone
fantastic.
In high school.
Kieran Snyder. So he's a junior. So good thing that leg might be coming back.
The leg gets stronger too next year.
Yeah. They've had some excellent kickers and punters at South Kitsap over the years. So add Kieran to the list.
Absolutely.
Say Graham-Kapowsin Eagles taking in the right hash mark. Dropping back to
we've
pass.
got a new quarterback for Graham-Kapowsin too.
Throwing the ball deep for number 16.
Number 18, Carson
Hackerson. They threw a flag on the play.
Who threw it?
Then the referee on the sidelines. I don't know if they stepped out of bounds or it was pass interference.
That can't. Well, if it's pass interference, the call could be questioned.
Let's see what we're going to call.
I think that's why they're having a long conversation about it.
Refs are huddling. Well, he threw it right on the sidelines too, and there wasn't a lot of players.
Well, and the receiver ran into the defensive back.
So I think they're going to wave it off, John.
Around.
I think I saw the wave off motion.
I think that's the right call.
Pick that one up.
Yes, definitely the right call.
So he's talking to Coach Erickson over there. All right, looks like they're going to pick that flag up and presume just an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Again, the Wolves or the Eagles always choose to go on the wide side and split somebody way out to whatever the wide side is, the left or to the right. There's a simple handoff up the middle.
Great
Awesome.
reaction by the defense. That's a Nico Rivers, new fullback in for Graham-Kapowsin.
And an excellent tackle by Cypress.
Absolutely. That's
perfect. Wrapped him up, gave him the old rugby tackle.
Tackle for loss.
Tackle for loss.
Pete would have been happy to see that kind of a tackle. That's what he preaches.
So that brings up a 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13.
Yep.
For the Eagles in their own territory. All the way, the Wolves have pushed them back to the 36-yard line. New quarterback in for the Eagles. Same formation though, split way out to the left, out to the right. And here's a run, simple run. Another great play by the Wolves defense.
Who shot the line? Somebody shot through there.
Tyson.
Is that who it was?
Tyson.
I can't quite get the number. There he is, 27.
Tie 41.
Robert Cedeno.
Excellent play by the Wolves defense. Just time. We've said that a lot today, John.
Well, the defense has been outstanding. There's no doubt whatsoever. The defense has got to be happy with their performance, even though the scoreboard doesn't necessarily show it.
Couple big plays and a special teams touchdown by the Eagles.
Yep.
But there have been some outstanding individual efforts by the Wolves defense, forcing a Graham-Kapowsin punt here. And
you might see a return. Nope, backed away.
Nope, backed away.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. Let it go.
Yep. Good field position. Coming back the other way.
So
we're down under 8 minutes now, so the offense needs to get going.
So the Wolves with 7:40 left. 7:40 left in the fourth quarter. And John, it looks like we are into clock run time. So it's still going. So 7:29 left. Wolves are going to take over on their own 32-yard line. Mason looks like he's back into the game. It's got him huddled up.
Tough kid.
Yep.
Tough kid.
Get him into the line. Wolves are on the left hash mark, going from the north end of the stadium towards the south end. Taking the ball again from like he has all game, under center. Gets him set with a couple hand claps. And out to the right.
Bowden Harvey's back in there, so
excellent tackle.
Made a comeback from his injury, so that's good.
Excellent tackle by Anthony Lay from the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles. Got to give credit where credit's due. That was just a great open field tackle. Wrapped him
exactly
up.
the way they're taught.
Yeah,
exactly the way they're taught to do it. Technique was perfect.
Kept his head up, went after his legs. No extra contact head to head. Just a sound play.
And for a loss.
Corner. Yeah, for a loss. So that brings us to 2nd and 12 for the South Kitsap Wolves. Mason's bringing him under the 10. Gets him set with a couple rhythmic claps. And back to pass, rolls out to the right. Going to throw back to the left. Oh, probably best that ball was incomplete. So
that could have been a pick six. Yeah, that could have been my pick six. My predicted pick six was for the wrong team.
So Jordan, pass intended to Jordan Lee out there to the left. There was an Eagle defender out there with him. But one way or the other, we are at third and 12.
They need to look at field a little bit farther, I think. It's the only way it's going to spread things out.
Wolves coming up to the ball. Got Theron quiet, split out wide to the right. Looking down the line from the 30-yard line. Motion to the right, rolling to the right. And there's pass against the sidelines, just out of the reach of, I believe, that was Jordan Lee. Just out of the reach of Jordan Lee.
I think there might have been a mix-up on the pattern there. There are two receivers in the exact same spot on the field, which brought over two extra defenders, unfortunately.
And that'll bring us to 4th down for the Wolves. And gives us another opportunity to brag about Kieran. so Kieran.
Kid's had a leg today, no doubt about it.
He's had a leg.
He's getting it done.
So I don't see Kieran
out there.
And the Wolves have to call a timeout.
Yeah, I don't think they should try to punt without the punter. It probably won't turn out too well.
All right, so there is 4 minutes and 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And on a couple big plays by the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles and an incredible individual effort on special teams, what a punt return leaves us at 28-0. Graham-Kapowsin Eagles over the South Kitsap Wolves.
I think you might see that play on Paul Sylvie's newscast over in Seattle.
Yeah, it was very, very good.
That was something. That was definitely something to watch.
So John, I do have to admit, I mean, the leaves are changing colors around here. It was a beautiful day earlier. It looks a little smoggy out there. We're up here in our nice little bubble. We haven't had the experience outside yet.
Are we above the haze? That's why our air quality's better?
We might just need to stay here for a while. Be safe. All right, so here we go.
It's not Kieran. Do we have a new punter?
Looks like we have a new punter. Looks like Mason. Maybe we got to have something fun here. Like a fit. Nope, another punt down the middle.
Okay.
There's a fair catch by the Eagles at the
number 5, Micah Roberson.
42-yard line. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the game. The ball will be placed in the middle of the field by our referees.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Wolves need some big help here.
You know, John, I just thought of because we're enjoying this Saturday afternoon here too, and you know, kudos to the refs, and that might be another reason why that's on a Saturday afternoon. I know there's a shortage of high school
Absolutely
refs across.
there is.
You know, you can't play them all. So
yeah,
thanks to those men and women that do that for the high schools as well. Play off to the right-hand side. Good tackle, gang tackle.
Wow.
Oh, you got to get him to the ground.
This
Boy,
kid doesn't want to go down, does he?
Tough run.
That's number 36. That's Nico Rivers. And we got a flag on the field. I think there might have been a face mask.
I
saw the helmet kind of jerk around a little bit. We'll see.
Let's give A for effort on that run, and A for effort on the defense as
no
well,
gain.
and the no gain too. But that was a, as my dad would say, spirited run. Maybe?
I like that. That's a good word. I like that.
That was a spirited run for sure by the Eagles.
Unfortunately, it was also a face mask by the Wolves.
Face mask by the Wolves, and that's going to cost
be
them
all
some
15 yards, isn't it? So it wasn't, what do they call it, unintentional? Or?
Unintentional face mask. Again, ball is placed in the middle of the field, and it's transitioned from their own 42 to the Wolves' 42-yard line. Graham-Kapowsin heading in again. 3 minutes left to go in the ball game. Taking it out of the shotgun. Wide right. Quick pass out to the right-hand side. Timing play.
Great defense.
Yeah, good defense.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
So you always hear people about, here he is on replay, but watch the receiver, how he shows his numbers to the quarterback right there. Perfect, right?
And he knows exactly where to go, when to turn. The ball's on its way almost before he turns around. It's a great timing play.
Good timing play. Caught it right in the old bread basket. Yep. Secured it. They go. So.
And it's tough to defend against because the defender can't let him get by, so he's giving him a little bit of a cushion.
That's right.
It just makes it difficult for the defender to cover that.
So that brings us up to 2nd and 4. Another snap out of the shotgun. Oh.
Here goes 36 again.
36.
Yeah, Nico Rivers.
Excellent run. That brings us, that's going to get us below the 2-minute mark. So we're in a running clock situation. Hash ball is placed on the right hash mark, the 35-yard line for the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles. And it's 3rd and short. So see what they dial up here. They just try to get the first down and continue on, or if they try to press it down the field a little bit. Here's a snap back in the shotgun. Quick play. Another.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Is he going to get to go?
Great interception by
22, 27.
Robert Cedeno. Here it is.
Yeah, he
so
was
look at this.
right on it.
Right on the
Good
play.
for him.
Excellent anticipation.
He's just looking for it the whole time. He knew exactly what they were going to do.
Yeah, great
That's
camera.
Fantastic.
And again, what an awesome treat for us to sit up here and watch a replay like that.
Yeah, in case we miss it the first time.
At a high school football game. So excellent quality. I know it's in HD, but fantastic work. So.
And I still think if they're going to get a chance, because they're letting the clock run.
Yep. I think
it'd be great if they could get the ball across the end zone one time, boy. Just kind of give them a little confidence for the next game.
Yep, and they do have 2 more games. This is the last one here at Kitsap Bank Stadium in Edfish Field, but they do have 2 more opportunities to perfect their craft and,
well, that's
and
what
get
they're going to do.
So Mason's throwing the ball.
That was
nobody's in.
Oh my gosh! I think we're going to get a pass interference call here.
Pass interference. So we might. I'm not sure if they take that.
They're not going to stop the clock. We may not get another chance to get a play off.
Yeah, it's 25 seconds left in the match here, and it doesn't.
I don't think you
like
can end on a penalty though. So even if the clock is to run out, I think they get to go one more play.
Okay. Well, we're going to see what the ref says here. So we will have one more opportunity before the game closes out here. Either way, it looks like Graham-Kapowsin Eagles are going to come away with a win, and
so they allowed it to end on a penalty.
Allowed it to end on a play.
That's a new rule too.
All right, so We want to thank you. We want to thank you for joining us tonight and this season. Please tune into our future broadcast events. And we'd also like to thank the students of the video production program. I'm going to read that again. We'd like to thank the students of the video production program here at South who made this television program possible. And again, the final score, South Kitsap Wolves 0, Graham-Kapowsin Eagles 28. So long and good day from South Kitsap High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to Ed Fisher Field at Kitsap Bank Stadium for today's football competition. Please drive home carefully.